attention, baby. I'm tired of the fake ass love they be giving. Say you ain't the same, but I'm knowing you ain't different. Off a perk right now, I was getting in my feelings. I think people try to hurt me just to see if I'm a feeling. I was trying to feel some things I ain't felt in a little minute. I was giving you my heart, my last came with it. You was shooting for the stars, I was shooting for a million. I was young and I ain't understand, I'm older now I get it. Come my phone, what you doing, bitch, I'm working, I ain't chilling. Say you love me when I'm down, but hate it when I'm winning. I was sober for some years, but I got a junkie in me. Family in the chain gang, I ain't seen them in a minute. Black tea, black sheep, I'm the one that you had left eye. Stars in the roof, now I'm headed to the west side. Never fall in love with a bitch, I know she ain't mine. Treat her like the rollie on the wrist, watch her pass time. Used to be in love, but I learned my lesson back then. I just want a hoe who do it better than my last bitch. I'm pouring up the red, Kayla told me I was damn me. I got problems in my head, baby, I come with some bad hits. But got it coming home, I don't wanna see his mama cry. Big boss, I ain't tripping if a nigga gotta die. Tryna get them M's for that pain in his mama eyes. I gotta be headstrong, but deep down it's hurting me inside. I was down bad, had to call the plug back. I know the script, I'm sticking to it like a thumb tape. I cut him off for playing games, how you love that? Shawty got the thuggin' with my heart, I had to thug back. I can press a button on you, bitch, kill a pop off. Wanted to look out from my daddy, he was locked up. Wanna see my cousin one more time, but she boxed up. Graveyard talking to the dead, bitch, I'm chopped up. Started from the bottom, now I'm CEO and business. Granny told me never ever put no trust up in these bitches. When they speaking from mistakes that they ain't made, you gotta listen. I'll be working till the sun comes up, I ain't fit. My brother told me keep that thing on me. I get to myself like, what they changed on me? Yeah, I'ma pull up on you, gas tank on me. If you love me like you say you do, you gotta show me something, I gotta see it.
The haters speaking on me, Glizzy singing pressure, rebuking the demons breathing on me. I'm chasing meals, 1 foot in the field, I'm trying to snatch it out. But since it's something leaving stuck, ain't shit to talk about. Confidential when we speak of business, cause these niggas iffy. Envy from the closest, wouldn't be surprised if the homies shit me. The opposition think they want above, cause niggas straddle the fence. Keep my name in their dinner and dick right on like these groupie bitches. If he ain't prone to go for soda, then I ain't fucking with him. Respected and connected with the street shit, I'm a made nigga. My thoughts, severe sucker signs are trying to blow him down. He crossing for a bitch, just imagine them people come around. Hey look, all that gangsta shit that they put in rap is just rapping. Pandering prostitution, I check the traffic, keep macking. They verified I can't step them, I know the niggas is whacking shit. Niggas caught up on rapping, I leveled up from the averages. Money, sex, and murder got peppered up from the savages. I play these niggas close with a long spoon and feed them dishes. Seen killers turn to rats when the realest niggas start snitching. Tough niggas turn to bitches when they facing time in prison. Niggas recount they statement and gain leverage at they sentence. And they slipping, I bet it's on me, ain't off me, I bet it's with me. Better validate no other nigga gangster cause it's tricky. Swap the stick for a 50 and slap the switch on the glizzy.
Niggas know me, been off the points is like back when. Gang in the field, bitch, we be something like the Pac-10.
Gangland, we around this motherfucker, man.
Oh, man, bitch, stand on that. To the head, I'll show a nigga's feelings. My Ninth and Wood nigga, up the street from the village.
We ain't in it, you niggas don't talk no guns, we ain't in it.
Make sure you put him down, never leave a witness. No love for the suckers, never on forgiveness. Stomp down on these niggas, cause niggas is big. Ooh, about to blow something. Man got the stick, about to hold something. Ooh.
Y'all know what it is. It's GanglandTv, SitDown live. Hit the like button. Don't be boosty. And subscribe to the channel. and hit the notification bell, man. That shit easy, man. You know what I'm saying? Easy. Subscribing, that's free as fuck. Hit the notification bell, that's free as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. That shit's free.
Gang in the field, bitch, we be something like the Pac-10.
Gangland. Oh man. Let's see. I wanna look, this is the thing, right? This is the thing, right? Bruh, you gotta stop doing the drugs. Like, you gotta lay off the drugs. If you think, if you hold on, y'all. Hold on. All right, I'm back. All right, look. Motherfucker gotta lay off the drugs, gang. Hey, look, this what I'm saying though, right? That whole little, you feel me? Was nothing but conspiracies, mostly conspiracies. That shit was mostly conspiracies, gang. So this is what I'm saying though, African. This is what I'm saying, African. You where's your name, bro? Like, shout out to my nigga from Maybach Group, my nigga Yada, my nigga MMG, you know what I'm saying? He on episode 4. My nigga Yada from MMG, he's on episode 4. And he even took like, bro, like that shit ain't all that shit ain't, you feel me? He was playing the role of a kingpin. You see what I'm saying? And like that shit fake. Like it's fabricated. So for you to think, so you taking credit on everything, because look, this is the thing, right? On one part of that video, right? They show Khalil and Nazir at the mama house. What didn't the girls come? Didn't the girls come? You see what I'm saying? Wasn't the girls there? Wasn't the girls there? Nazir said he went alone. Nazir never said. That's why we gotta listen. We're gonna listen at what Nazir was saying. We're gonna take a listen at what Nazir was saying, and then cross-reference it to the movie. You see what I'm saying? Well, we got this fucking dumbass nigga back here, bro. What the fuck you want? Hey, look at this nigga boyfriend back here, bro. What the fuck?
Hi, Ronald. I'm sorry.
Bro, what you want, bro?
I haven't seen you for a long time.
Bro, stop playing. You know your ass is fucking around. Didn't I tell you about you and Star, bro?
No.
Stop. You gonna tell Star to stop sending you over here fucking off my shit, man.
Okay. So can we talk
No,
about...
tell him right now. Tell him, call him. Call him right now. Tell your nigga to tell you to stop coming over here, because I know he got you coming over here.
I am coming over here because I'm talking about Shanquella Robinson.
Man, you ain't talking about no... Man, look, bro. I ain't about to play with your ass, bro. Tell Star to kiss my ass, man.
Hey, no, don't say that.
Look, he taking up for his nigga. He taking up for his nigga. No, please don't do that. Please, no. Hold on, let me bring gang up, bro. What's going on with niggas, man?
Man, hey.
Some other shit, man.
What's happening? That fool just keep on coming, don't he?
I mean, Star keeps sending him.
Hey. No, I don't know what's up with that shit, but that shit
Niggas
is
bored. Niggas bored or something.
I guess
Shell.
so.
Shout out Shell. Shout out Shell. I don't know, man. That nigga bored as hell. That nigga bored as hell. Bruh. Stop it, bruh. We already got on your pops, nigga. We got on your dad, nigga. That's that. And for those who don't know who that is, that's that nigga star boyfriend. And he keeps coming over here starting shit. Once we put him on blast, then all of a sudden gangs start coming over here trying to interrupt our shit. Like, come on, bro, make this make sense, bro. You gonna keep the nigga coming over here and starting the funny shit, bro.
Man, look. These fools is out of control.
Y'all tap in. Anybody that watched the movie, hit the link. Anybody that watched the movie, hit the link, because like I said, look, the nigga saying that they made that movie totally because they was inspired off his YouTube channel. This is what he's saying. They made that episode number 2, Frenemies, because they was inspired by Brother. The Buster from Augusta. No, they was not, bro. No, they was not, bro. No, they was not. No, they was not. Like, stop it. We got in this motherfucker, man. We got Cynthia in this motherfucker. We got Shell in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We got Tall Glass. Tall Glass and gang, yeah, in attendance, yeah. We got Leaf Queen in attendance, yeah. Come on. I wasn't even looking at the comments we got in there. We got Carly C up in here. Come on, man. Yeah, I'm just saying though. And we got this buffoon backstage doing this shit again. Like, bro, you're not coming up here, bro. You ain't about to keep fucking us up. But yeah, though, hit the link. Did I drop the link? Yeah, did I drop the link? And then, bro, hey, stop talking about Shank and Shell, bro. Like, that shit is like, wasn't you supposed to pull up some receipts on Shank and Shell? Ah, man, I'm exposing Shank and the moderators and the shit. Like, man, cut it out, bro. Cut it out. Cut it out completely. You know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't got no receipts. Nigga ain't got no receipts. But hold on, let me see. Let me drop the link. I don't think I dropped the link, but let me drop the link again. I don't know. I forgot that fast. But when you watch the movie, in real life, Khalil didn't go with no Malik. Malik didn't go with no Khalil. You see what I'm saying? Nazir never went with any one of them niggas. Nazir said he went by himself. You see what I'm saying? Nazir said he went by himself.
Salute, Ron. Salute, Anonymous.
Salute.
Yeah, so I was in Houston all last week, so I'm still trying to catch up. I watched the Frenemies one, and then they said it's a part. There's another one, but I'm trying to figure out what episode is it? Is it 3 that the next?
It's episode 2.
Okay, so yeah, I watched all the 2. It seemed like it was just they just used it as a foundation, to make that, but it really wasn't. It's not. It's nowhere close to what we all know. They just kind of used the basis and then went off into their own thing. I don't even think that it was even based on any type of theory. I think it was just like something really fictional, and they just used the basis of it to make it to what they want. I think it's just like
this is the thing, gang. How you got a nigga that was on house arrest?
that wore that motherfucking shirt. Fucking, I'm talking about if he wore it one more time, would have been tattooed on him. Motherfucker on house arrest, making up shit.
Right.
How the fuck did these niggas from Tubi in Detroit say, you know what? Let's take some shit. Let's make this fucking series off this nigga YouTube, bro. They don't know you, nigga.
They don't know nothing about you, and I
They
think
don't know you.
But I think it's just all clicks and views. I think even himself, he knows that has nothing to do with anything. But, I think he just sits back and thinks of things and figures out a way to get clicks and views. And it's funny to him, but just don't give him the attention. Like, that's what I think it boils down to, is like not giving him that type of attention. Because he himself knows it has nothing to do with him. And then like you were saying about the other part with something about he's speaking of me sliming people. I'm like, slime, what are you talking about? Like, my thing is
that's because you was over there, and then like this is what I'm saying, like people do be in certain chats, but then once they peep, like, you know what, this right here don't fit me, I'm not really with this conspiracy theory. I'm really trying to see what the fuck going on with this young lady. Let me veer off and stay over here.
But see, Ron, with that being said, one of my biggest regrets, and I'm gonna say this to you personally. Well, let me backtrack.
Yeah.
Me as a person, I know that I've talked to you online and behind the scenes as well. So, and you probably pretty much like, I'm a type of person like, I'm going to give how you treat. This is how I always look at things, regardless of the person. I can't go by how you treat other people. I gotta look at how you treat me. He's all at one point in the time, like there were certain discussions he's had that make I'm always into that Shanquella, so I'm intrigued. I'm gonna look like, what do you know? Like, what's going? Where you get that from? Because I'm going to take that piece and then still investigate, like look into other stuff. Because how I was. I'm like, it was day in, day out, Shanquella. So if somebody says something and it piques my interest, I want to know more about it. Because then I want to look further. And then he had some very interesting conversations. Follow what I'm saying? Yeah. But my biggest regret is not listening to you. And you said it from the break. You always had said it. And I regret not listening to you. Listening to what you were saying, because I had to learn it on my own. Yeah. Because first of all, I've never done anything to this dude. You follow what I'm saying? Never. Yeah. We had like a little roast.
Nobody.
Huh?
Nobody done nothing to this nigga. We don't even know him personally.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And I'm saying to myself, like he ain't never done nothing to me. And he's the conversations that I've had with him was very cordial. They were very intellectual. They were really on point and this and that. And he never really done anything to me, and even when it even got to a point when, remember, he was like, okay, I want to, like, this peace thing. Like, I want to be called across peace. And I'm like, yo, like, he said he wants to end the beef. And y'all like, we ain't in it. Like, it's a done deal, And I'm like, dang, they don't even want to end the beef. I'm like, well, look, he said he apologized. I didn't see it then. I didn't. But now I want to personally say that I should have listened to you, yo. Like, I really should have listened to you. Because I'm saying to myself, like, as much as you roast people, whatever, there was like a little small little roasting of him, like laughing and joking about, like the, little stuff that has happened. It, wasn't real. It's just like, come on. This is real boy stuff to me. This is real, people stuff. Like, the way you laugh and joke, why can't nobody, it's like you want to dish it out, but you can't take it. Mm-hmm. You say certain things, but you don't want certain things said back. You know what I mean? It goes both ways. Ain't nobody getting all their drawers in a bunch, their panties in a bunch. Listen, it's whatever. And it was, and for you to turn around and say, "Oh, Ron, you know me. Sliming who?"
I ain't never known shit to be slimy. That's why I was like, "Where the receipts at that?
Where's the receipts?
Where the receipts at that?
Where's the receipts that I slime some? Like, that's not even my MO. You know what I mean? I'm not sliming you. I'm not gonna, but anyway, with that being said, And even then, when I said what I said, which, you know, it's the holiday, I'm just coming back, but I am going to make a formal complaint from YouTube, and I made that statement already, which I am going to do it. And then when I made it, okay, the video came down because I said that I was going to do it. All of a sudden, now he took it down, but but I had it, and I got a lot of, like, you know, because I always talk to a lot of different people, but anyway, I got a really techie person that they already have it downloaded, so you can take it down. But I got it downloaded, you know.
Yeah.
And then how he did Marty, follow what I'm saying? Like, Marty, you can't just take somebody's picture and put it up and then say what you want to say. I got that screenshot. I'm going to send it because that's the type of person I am. Because I feel like right is right and wrong is wrong. You
For
can't
sure.
go harassing and bullying people just because that's what you want to do.
For surely.
You know what I mean? It's like, you got to know where to draw the line. And until somebody stands up and does something, that it's going to continue. And maybe nothing will come out of it, but it has satisfied me. It has
Yeah, for
satisfied
surely.
me. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, like I be more so like I already told him, like, hey, niggas ain't trying to link up like that. I'm just saying, far as a man, bro, I think you should apologize to people, bro, and to Shanquella and them, sister, mama, and them for even saying like all that weird shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even, oh well, you know, Shanquella was arrested around this time and that time. Well, what that got to do with her being unalived? Oh well, you know, it was a pill bottle on that dresser. Well, what did that got to do with her being unalive? Oh well, she had a PPP loan. Well, what does that have to do with her being unalive?
Exactly. And if you notice, even then, and then when it came out that wasn't her room, okay, so now what you got to say? Even with the pill bottle there, if that wasn't her room, did you ever go back and reassociate that, or did you go back and say no, you didn't? You're gonna keep carrying on for stuff that you don't even have the facts on, and that's fine because what they say is it's for entertainment. Okay, if you want to do this for entertainment purposes, but don't sit there and do. And then you slime people, but people you don't even know. And do you notice one thing? This is one thing I noticed. You in big ass Atlanta, you follow what I'm saying? They got so many different things going on, so many different cases, but even if you cover something in Atlanta, and he covered something in Atlanta, which I think it was a little bit Alicia Watts, but you don't mess with nobody in Atlanta. You always go to other states, places that people can't get to you.
Exactly. I done did
Why
stories
don't
about
you
that
do that
shit.
to people in your own surrounding?
Exactly. Now, and not only that, nigga, you ain't like, if you go back to like earlier Gangland episodes, broadcasts, or what have you, where I got interviews of people from my section, my region, from Oakland. You know, Mr. Fab. You know, Ace Rico. You know, Project Papa. You know, motherfuckers that's known in our city that's making noise right now. Recently, Chris Lockett. You know, even motherfucker from San Francisco, artists from San Francisco. I even did a interview on Mo 3 cousin, Ladul, another artist, Trouble 2 Times from Mo 3 section. You know what I'm saying? My nigga, I know him. So these niggas ain't even like, bro, what did you on here for, bro? Just to do them stories, bro? Like, you just on here to lie about people's lives. Like, that's what it seems like. You just on here to lie.
Right.
Making
Right. You're right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I get, you know, everything is a lot of things that's outside of your area where you live in, but you got a lot going on in your own specific area. It's a lot of stuff, but you don't mess with them stories. You don't mess with people that's in your exact, you know, circumference. Like, you don't, people around you, you don't mess with them. You go to all these other stories that's so far away and then talk trash. Or you go people so far, but you won't mess with nobody, or you won't in your own city, in your own. You're not gonna, because you know somebody could easily get with you. You ain't gonna talk trash right there in your own state, in your own city. But everybody else covers stories in their city along with everything else, but he don't.
Shank Rock was out there in Carolina, Ground
This is
Zero.
what I'm saying. And
You
it's
see
a
what I'm
lot
saying?
of them that do.
He was out there ground zero. Shout out to Sko. He was out there ground zero from '03, ground zero for Young Dolph. Like these is niggas that's out there, that's outside, that's actually saying what they're doing. They're right in the city of what's going on.
Thorough. Those called thoroughbreds. Like, you follow what I'm saying? Even if look, why you not talking about nobody? Why don't you do this to somebody in your own city? You're not going to do it.
I even did a story. I was in Vegas. I did stories in Vegas.
You not going
to did stories in Vegas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And there's a reason behind that. It's a reason by that. It's a reason because the trash you talk, you don't want nobody to get with you. Seriously, and it's terrible. And again, like I truly I apologize to myself. I'm not listening to you from the break. You told me this from the break, and I did not listen. And I'm saying to myself, to the point where you can't hurt me with the truth, so you want to try to hurt me with a lie? Yo, you are out of your rabbit ass mind. Seriously, that's terrible. That's terrible. That's all I can say. So back to the real subject at hand, because I feel like that's just it's petty. You know what I'm saying? I said what I had to say on Shanks. I'm saying what I had to say on Gangland, and I'm moving on because I'm better than that. You follow what I'm saying? I'm better than that. And
but you can't lie, gang. You can't lie and say that shit ain't funny. That nigga really think that they took his shit and made it into that episode. That's funny as fuck.
He said he made that calm.
That's funny as fuck. Like,
yeah, that's funny. That's real funny. Like, don't nobody pay attention. First of all, and I'm gonna say this too, There's a lot of people that, like, even with their views and I had to learn this from another one of my techie people that I stay close to. They get their views and they get their membership because they buying them. I didn't even know, and somebody told me, and I had to look it up. So first of all, how in that world you get, before it's over with, you get all of these views, right? But when you're in the chat, ain't but 5-10 people there. Don't nobody show up for your show, but afterwards you got 1,000 views. Where did that come from?
Hey, I'm trying to tell you.
So what I'm saying is that don't get the game twisted. It's a lot of people out here, and I'm not gonna say who is or who's not included, because I'm not accusing any. But what I'm saying is that trust what I tell you. Don't even think that many people is interested in your bull crap. Don't think that there's that many people interested in stuff that you be like, oh, come on, stop the cat. And I'm listening, and it ain't just no one person, but it's a couple people out here that you can look, be like, shoot, the chat ain't got but 10 people in there, but all of a sudden you end it and it's 1,000 views.
Come on, man. Be more in the building, man. Salute, man. Be more in the building, man. Y'all see, shout out Joe.
Shout out Joe. I'm from Baltimore.
Come on, man. Shout out to my DC niggas, man. Shout out to my Southeast DC niggas, man. Come on. We're around this motherfucker, man. Salute. This people be acting like a motherfucker don't know. Like, ain't no way you got 80,000 subscribers, but you be having the same 200-300 people in the chat. Same 1,000 people. So out of 80,000, nigga, you only got 1,000. Come on, bro, this shit fake.
They bought them. I did not know that until now. They buy views, and they also buy likes. And they buy subscribers. Yeah. I did not know that.
They can buy all that. Hold on. They can even buy watch time hours.
Right.
These niggas can buy watch time hours.
And my thing is just get up and do you. You know what I mean? That's you know what? That's an insecure person. That's you want to win at any cost, or you want to, I guess you're trying to promote yourself. But at the end of the day, I mean, if you can buy it, then hey, do you? If it mean that much to you. But at the end of the day, it's so quite obvious that it's no way by the time you end it, like, if you don't have that many people that want to hear the crap you said. So don't get the game twisted. You think people don't notice that? nobody want to hear that. And what
You know,
what's
authenticity.
sorry, I'm sorry, Anonymous. I'm sorry. Go ahead, girl. I'm listening.
Authenticity
Oh
is
man,
so
you was
important.
being sarcastic. I was being sarcastic by putting you in time out. My bad, yeah.
No,
Well, go ahead.
I'm saying though, but on the real, authenticity is so important.
You're
You
right.
can buy whatever you want, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's about the authenticity and delivery of your channel. You still have to put in the work.
You better
You know,
bet it.
I mean,
Hmm.
it is what it is. Even my little teeny tiny channel, I have to put in work.
Right.
So I mean, it's it's what you put into it, not just buying it. I mean, why are you wasting your money buying it when you can build it for free? You know what I mean?
This the thing, gang. Look, peep this
Sorry.
though.
Hmm.
Peep this though. When you scrolling through, right? You will look, motherfucker, look and see like, damn, bro, this nigga around Mac. You look at the Shanquella videos. Okay, boom, motherfucker got 30,000, 20,000, 18,000, 17,000, 10,000, 8,000, 40,000. Nigga, like, hold on, then you double back. Where's y'all 40,000 view videos? Where's y'all 30,000, 20,000? Because y'all niggas buying that shit, and y'all, it costs money to get y'all views up that high, man. It costs money to you want 40, 50,000 on a video, bro. Y'all gonna pay a pretty penny. Y'all don't want to pay that, so that's why they shit be stuck in the 1,000s and the this thousand and that. They be stuck there because that's what they want to pay. Niggas don't want to pay to get that 20, 30,000, 40. We getting that shit organically. Ain't gotta pay a thing. Shit easy. Ain't gotta pay a motherfucking thing. Like I said, I did a story about BFG Strap out there in Dallas. That motherfucker did 50K views organically.
Right. And this one content creator, I looked, she got like 3,000 subscribers, and by the time she finished, it's 9,000 views. Come on, now.
Baby, you know you done bought the views, baby. Baby, you know you bought the views.
Right. And what I'm saying is that that's why people like, oh, and it's like, okay, well, if I got like 9,000 views, that's going to get people to watch me thinking everybody watched it. But after a while, people need to realize that a lot of these people, a lot of these content creators are they're buying subscribers, they're buying views. And I'm not 100% sure about the like part, but they do buy the subscribers.
Yeah, they buying likes. Hell yeah, they buying likes. For sure.
Yeah. So don't get the game twisted. Whoever don't know that they doing it to make it try to pump themselves up. Truthfully, ain't nobody watching that. That's another thing too. Even though you bought it, the people that really matter and the people that really care, that's really into these cases like that, they ain't watching that. Usually they bought that.
My bad, gang.
But yeah, you know, authenticity counts. Being real counts. Real content counts. Bullshit content will only get you so far. You know, hey, you know, it gets tired after a while when a person just sits up and talks about other people when there's thousands and thousands upon thousands of cases that need awareness. So I'm like this, focus on that.
Thank you. And that's it. It's thousands, like every day. Like you go look at Gangland for the past 30, 40 broadcasts, you be like, man, the nigga was playing him a little different shit. I did not know about that. Did not know about that story. Did not know about that story. Like, like that's what it making on people aware to where every day they can use this shit in their everyday life. Damn, I just seen that one story on how Lil Baby got swooped up, whoop whopped the whale. Let me make sure I watch my you feel me. Damn, I watched another show on Gangland where motherfucker was standing there at the bus stop. Motherfucker, hey, let me stand on my 1-2s. Oh man, I seen shit on Gangland where the kids got took. They was out there playing outside in the front. Hold on, let me watch my kids. Like this is shit that we can use in our everyday life. Watching this shit, like wait a minute,
Absolutely.
wait a minute.
Absolutely.
Right, right. And people learn to appreciate that, and that's why they keep coming back, but that other stuff, and I'm gonna say this too. You know what else I'm getting tired of? I'm getting tired of the slimy. I don't even want to say slimy because I'm supposed to be slimy, but I get tired of like all of these content creator things. It's getting on my nerves. Like, why would you take somebody else's? You just let people be. Like, let people be. Like, can you not make content except for making content on someone else? Like, let me say this in this situation, my situation, and at one point yours. Ron, I can remember it was like 3, 4, 5 months. You didn't even miss that dude naked. All of a sudden, you come like, here we go again. Like, why are you making the content? Can you anything else fruitful to do, or is it just that dry and lost? It just baffles me. Like, why are you making somebody else your content? Are you just not creative enough? And this is not just a one person thing. I've been seeing this all over the place. Can you just bring us the information? 90% of the people come to YouTube for all this bickering back and forth. We coming for information in this sector. I know you.
Joe, you're breaking up.
Oh, I'm breaking up. I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna have to come back. Can y'all hear me? All right, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come out and come back.
Nah, everybody just had to mute their mic. Everybody mute their mic while you was talking. Damn, my bad, y'all. Miss Yolanda, what's going on with your girl?
Nothing. How y'all doing?
Oh man,
I
blessed
finally
and highly
catch you on your
favored.
live.
Blessed and highly favored. You know, we back around.
Good to see y'all. Oh,
Yolanda.
hey, how y'all doing?
Hey, sis.
Hey. And I hear what y'all talking about, but I'm just like, I'm not gonna even give him my energy. You let me know I make you. Me and my daughter's story is what you live off of, and I'm not gonna even give you no attention. So whatever you need to say about me, say it. You know, I just think it's foolish that you come to me like you wanted to help me, but turned on me like I'm a problem. You know, I promise you, if that young man would stay settled in one thing and stop trying to put his hand and feel so irrelevant, he'll be so blessed. But every time you come up against somebody that truly serves God and got a good heart, you're going to fail every time. Did I not tell you that, Shale?
Yeah, I was saying that's the thing. That's the one thing.
He going to fail every time because when your heart pure, what you going to say? Talking about I'm in your DM. When you begged me to let you help me, I told him I couldn't trust you to help me. But you still proving my point. That's why I'm saying I got a real fight. I need to find out where my daughter is. But you want to be messy with me. And you think God gonna bless you? It ain't gonna happen, Shell.
It's not, and I said that's what I was saying. And this may sound awkward, and people can think what they think, but from the conversations that I've had with him on the real ones, he's actually an intelligent person.
But the thing about it is,
issues like it's like you can't. It's like he could be a much better person if he just stay on course. I don't know what happens. I don't know what serves it like that.
Huh? When he first came over here, you know, motherfucker was popping it. We was popping this shit. Yeah. Motherfucker was fake cool. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like once that one thing, like you like, nah.
But let me tell you. But let me tell you,
right, the nigga was cordial, cool.
And I can tell you this, Rod. I promise you, this is from my heart. I told him, I said, hey, Star, I promise to God. I said, on everything I love, if you'll let these people get out your head, I said, that little Mr. Fit them, they let you go out there and make a fool of yourself. and then they come out there and come up behind you. I said, if you cut off those people and do what's right, when he was coming back apologizing, I know when he apologized to me, I know he apologized to Shank. He was like, it wasn't me, it was them in my head. It was them in my head. And I'm like, okay, if they was in your head, you know they don't mean you no good. Leave them the fuck alone, right or wrong. So you want somebody to trust you, and then when you want your views, I already know when it comes to the first of the month, when it's time to pay bill and rent, he gonna go crazy on the internet talking about folks because he got to get the views up to pay. Don't make me pay your bills. You'll do better with me. Ask me, Mr. Londa, can you help me with my rent? Than to try to dog me out because you ain't gonna be blessed. My daughter's story ain't no fake case. This is real life. And then he want to say, oh, she was in my DM. You told me you was best friends with 8 of them. You on their rap tape. You doing all this. You build a relationship with 8 of them. The people that know what happened to my child. So do you think I'm not going to ask you what the fuck going on? When you volunteer to give me an information, you telling me you scared of those people. But I'm telling you, I ain't scared of them. Let me know what it is because I'll fight that battle. But yet he always trying to make somebody look bad. You can't look bad, just like you, Ron, just like you, Shell, just like me. You can't make us look bad when we ain't doing nothing bad. How can you make us look bad? Even Shank, how can you make us look bad when we ain't doing nothing wrong and everything is out of the pure intent of our hearts? You can't. Every time you're going to make yourself look pitiful. And then the people that follow him, oh, you right. No, if y'all was really his friends, y'all tell him to stop that foolishness and do what's right. You don't attack people, parents, and everything else. You act like you for us, and then when we fall out with them, you attack. How many mothers have I seen you to attack? I know 3 so far. That ain't right. We dealing with the loss, the missing of our children, and we got to deal with y'all over the internet because you trying to make our story seem fake, and you think God gonna be pleased about you? That's the only thing that bothered me about it. Because I lost a lot of people that could have helped me because him and that other person tried to destroy my character. 2 people, their character already speaks for itself, but you're trying to destroy mine. That's what I have a problem with, Ron. And I'm a rest the mic.
Yeah, it's like when you watch that movie, right? Like I said, it was one part where we know for a fact Nazir said he went to the mama himself. He didn't go with no Khalil. He didn't go with no the rest of them bros, Winter and Elise, and he didn't go with none of them. He said he went by himself. So in the movie, when you got Nazir and you got Khalil at the mama house, where the fuck y'all get that shit from? Like, that's a conspiracy. That's some made up shit. That's made up. We know that didn't happen because we heard it from the mother. The mother told us what happened. So for them to even be saying that shit, and then you're saying that so you taking on all them discrepancies they got in that movie, because it's a lot. You got shit where a motherfucker might think, oh well, shit, hey, it's they jumped her in the movie. Is that what really happened? Then you look on the movie again, and you see Malik. He the only one that got his phone out. Winter don't got her phone out. That's a discrepancy. We know that for a fact. That Malik had his phone out, and when he panned to the right, you can see Winter with her phone out, filming the fight as well. So in the movie, when you see Malik just got his phone out, Winter don't got her phone out. So that right there, is that not a discrepancy? Like, come on, let's be real here. So when you sit there and say they're getting this movie for me, they like we the ones that inspired this. So you inspiring these motherfucking conspiracies, because that ain't what the fuck happened.
But let me ask you this, Ron, and I don't know if you have the answer, but I thought that, I mean, I know there was like a back and forth between dad and sister of Shanquella, right, about the I'm just gonna say it. I can't remember I don't know the word. It's not coming to me, but it's pretty much the rights to her. Not the patent. They was doing whatever it was. It was the rights to her. Like her name.
LLC.
Yeah, they were doing whatever. But I'm trying to think. In that case, how did that movie come out like that without
They
because
permission.
yes. How did that?
How they get the copyright and pay? Because I
Yes,
was
how
thinking the
they
same
copyright
thing.
that?
How
We
can
was,
they do a movie like that without the family
we was
approval?
talking about it in the clubhouse. Let me explain.
Okay.
You guys say, like, for instance, I'm like, shit, I'm gonna make a story about what happened with Miss Jolanda. Okay, shit, like, or we could take Gangland for instance. All right, I'm gonna make a story. Like I said, we can make a story about Gangland. All right, let's find somebody to play Shield. Okay, we found Shield. Shit, we can't use our name, so what we gonna call her? Let's call her Belle. We can't call her Shield. We just gonna call her Belle. All right, we're gonna use her. Use the look, everything what Shell look like. We're gonna use the look. We ain't gonna say Shell, we're gonna call her Bill. We're gonna take okay, who we gonna find to play Miss Jolanda? Okay, we found somebody to play her. Look and everything. Okay, but we can't use Jolanda. We gotta use like shit, Wanda. Fuck it. Let's just call her Wanda.
Yeah.
But still have your look, your demeanor, your everything. Like, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, fuck. That's how they take a motherfucker whole story without having to get a certain amount of
A copyright.
yeah.
Because that's why they called her Nicole instead of Shanquella, and then they had a white boy playing it.
You see what I'm
whatever.
saying? To
Oh,
really
okay.
throw it off. To really throw it off. Hold on, let me show y'all this stupid ass shit.
I saw it. I was like, where the white boy come from? Yeah.
Look at this
I
motherfucker.
was like, who's that?
Wasn't the Dookie house? Come on, man.
But
What?
did you see the scene too when they was at the mama house and him and the boy was arguing about what color they was gonna dress, how they was gonna dress in the colors? I was like, they did
Talking about
that in the mama's house.
can we get? Well, he said, "Man, we gonna do the white." Nah, I think we should do the cream because it's after Memorial Day or after Labor Day.
Yeah, something like that. And I'm like, y'all did this in front of the mother?
Yeah, she like, man, if you don't get y'all motherfucking ass out of my motherfucking house, man, like, what in the high? My name is looking ass nigga.
But they didn't have her sister in the movie though. They didn't have that she had a sibling in the movie, did they? I missed it.
I don't think they showed her.
I don't think they ever sold those sister.
Nah,
Okay.
nah. And this right here, the one that played Dage Meatloaf Jackson, this is not Dennis Rodman's daughter. I don't know who lied to Ms. Knack, but they gave her the wrong information. This is not Dennis Rodman's daughter. Dennis Rodman has all light-skinned kids due to the fact he messed with number white women. All his kids are light-skinned, and he has younger kids. He got a girl, but she ain't big like her, light-skinned girl. I don't know who birthed this beast. I don't know who the fuck birthed this broad-shouldered bandit.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking John Henry. I don't know who birthed Stretch Armstrong. Fuck.
Yeah, I guess that if you're the people that like, I guess people in Tubi who know nothing about it, I guess, it's one thing, but I think that too, the whole Shanquella Robinson sector, I think everybody was insulted by this movie. Like it had some things that were similar, but it was too many things that were so incorrect, like so incorrect.
I think it's disrespectful. I think it's disrespectful to the mom and everybody else too.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
Right, and I mean, we can chuck it off the fiction, but I just think that it shouldn't even be like something that
They
because
put out this song.
it's nothing where we can be like it's hard to make correlation to anything because there's so many things. The things that you absolutely know are off, you be like, and then the things that like, oh, did it happen? Like don't I won't even question to say, oh, did this really happen? Because the things that I know didn't happen are wrong. So The things that we knew nothing of, like I never knew that. Yeah, well, so what about the things you did know and you know it didn't happen? Then you can't then think that that happened too. Just like just let it go.
But Shell, did you see how they had it with the hotel? Was like, oh, we don't want this type of action. We'll just give you cash. It's like, what?
Yeah. Now that part
I didn't
seems
even.
real, but I don't know because
I don't know. That's what. But they was like, we gonna give you $5,000
That
cash.
was speculation. That was like you got to think. That's
Yes.
another conspiracy.
Yes.
Did they prove? The mother even said they didn't steal no money from her. They didn't take no 5,000 from her. The daddy even said they didn't take no money from her. They didn't take no 5,000 from her. So
But
once again, who the
in the
fuck
movie,
y'all in this movie? And then nigga, that ain't even real. You think the fuck they gonna give some money to a motherfucking name ain't on nothing? You didn't buy this shit.
exactly. We're
You
gonna
didn't
give
buy
them
this.
$5,000.
Right. That's
I'm
true
not
too.
about to give you no motherfucking $5,000 just because you was a guest of a motherfucker who deceased. Man, make this make sense. Y'all
And
motherfuckers
and he
crazy.
was like, yeah, give me cash, because he broke.
Then hold on, this is another discrepancy. Now they said that Khalil called and said, "Hey, she something happened to her. She has alcohol poisoning." Then he turned around and said, "Oh, they what so and so had did it. I don't know so and so." So he snitched. In real life, he didn't snitch.
Right?
In real life, he just called and said, "Hey, she got alcohol poisoning." That's it. He didn't snitch. You see what I'm saying? Like he didn't snitch. So like, come on, man. There's so many like weird ass parts in there. It's like, come on, all right. This is a fucking movie. This is
He got the views. Oh no, he got
did.
the views.
you can't even say that's a reenactment.
But I wish somebody could go and see who really behind that story. I really want to know who's really behind it, who's gonna get paid off of it, who's getting
Nigga from
what you
Detroit.
call it?
It's
What
a
you
nigga
call?
from Detroit. A nigga from Detroit made that shit.
No, but it's something I want to know where his time. They need to go and see where
Where
that
did
money.
he get the
They need
story
to do
from?
a money. Yeah, they need to do a money. It came from somewhere that he went in. You can't make me believe it. I want to know who's
Hey,
connected with it.
Shanquella is known through like urban news, right? So through the urban community, she's known through the urban community. So it's not too far fetched. A nigga from Detroit that make Tubi movies want to make a series about the shit because, like I said, my nigga, he's acting in like in episode 4. He got a part in episode 4. He playing the kingpin in episode 4. And he told me like, hey, yeah, the shit that I'm playing, like some of that shit, yeah, he was a kingpin. You just need like, but that ain't happened. This ain't because when you watch that TV show, they play like a reenactment or something, and then it say the true story, and then it plays what actually really happened.
But do you see they also got the law firm looking like they criminals, they killers?
Stop it, Jalon.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Did y'all see where the lawyer is their son and he killed the man because his mama was cheating? They got the law firm looking like they underhanded. So I'm just saying.
The law firm cricket than a motherfucker. The lights.
So you tell it. So I'm like, oh, they doing everything. The girl that killed the woman because she was. Come on now.
When you really start watching them episodes in between, you like, hold on, what the fuck going on with light skin?
Exactly. You saw that lawyer killed that girl because she was saying now, because all revenge of her baby dad or whatever, they used to be friends. She shot that woman in the head while all of them just shooting, killing people. I said, hold up, the law firm crooked too?
Another discrepancy. Big discrepancy. Big discrepancy.
Yeah. I'm like, ooh.
Movie. Now, even this is the thing. When they was looking at that body, when they were saying the true story, it was a male, it was a doctor there, and somebody else. I don't know if she was playing a nurse or whatever, but it was he was like, I'm gonna pronounce her dead at 5:50 something p.m. Okay, when she was laying there, why didn't they notice the bruising? Why y'all didn't say nothing about when the doctor told Nazir, well, you didn't notice this, you didn't notice that? Where was that?
Well,
part?
That never happened until the dad went into the morgue and saw the table.
Like I said, where was that part at?
They
I
missed
was
a
like,
lot. They missed a lot.
they just did what they did on that Tubi. I was just like, okay, the law firm crooked, the people crooked. Yeah, where the they keeping weapons and everything. I said, oh, what they trying to say about crime? No, I'm just
Come on, man, make this make sense, man. Hey, I'm gonna drop the link. If y'all watch the movie, give your input, like, because this is crazy. Like, if you watching it, and I had to watch it a few times to really figure out what was going on. Okay, this is that. Okay, this is that. Like, right here when they were saying, okay, she say, anyways, congrats, bitch, on making that PPP money scratch. Right after she said that, what did Khalil say?
mine's all gone.
My shit gone. I ain't even have enough money for the trip.
Exactly.
Broke ass nigga, you mad?
Who does that?
You mad, nigga?
Hey y'all, I'll be right back.
Yo broke ass mad, nigga.
Who does that?
Yo broke ass mad.
Oh my god.
That's what happened in real life, nigga. Nigga, that's what happened in real life.
Yeah, I'm in that very small segment of people that do believe. I don't believe that. I believe there's some connection somewhere with that money. I do. I really do. Even and honestly, that's the part that I do. I believe that. And this is all due respect. This is my own personal opinion. Is that I truly believe that she got it, she learned about it, and then turned that on. She got hers on legit, and their stuff was raggedy. And then when their stuff didn't go right, they wanted to blame her. I don't know why I got that funny feeling, and that's just my own personal feeling. There's no facts behind it, but I believe it got to do with money. Some people think it's about a dude. I think it's about money. I don't know, like I said, and that's just my own, and not even to be disrespectful or anything like that. I would love to hear, really find out what it is. It could be a man. It could be just I was mad. And people think they just mad. They just had a fight. Some people think that it was about a dude. Some people think it's a PPP. You know, even if it wasn't PPP, I believe it's surrounded money because I believe that money is the root of all evil. I do.
I agree. I think it's about money too.
Yeah, I just think it's about money.
It is.
Yeah, I do. I have no facts on it. It's just like everybody has a opinion on. Oh, it could be that. Mine is money. I think money will drive people wild and crazy, and I just think money somewhere is in there. So that's just my two cents.
Especially, and I'm also looking at this guy got a PPP loan for what was it, 20,000?
Yeah, and all of that business was legit.
Did he only get one? Did he only get one?
Well, he had one. She had Paula got two, and I think Jason got one. Malik got one. And if you go online, and this is where everybody's got forgiven except for Malik. Malik said something like not to lose or somebody didn't get forgiven, and so. And you can go look it up today. Pull up Malik Dyer, you'll see he got forgiven. And Dejanay was the one fighting, and Malik was the one filming. And I just think that whatever Malik did or didn't do, and he got jabbed up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just think, y'all, please know that this is it's only opinion, but I just feel like that it ties into it, and you gotta. Especially their age, they want to blame something. They want to blame their stuff. They want to blame somebody else. Look, I feel like this. I told you about it. I don't have nothing to do with it. If you didn't do it right, you was saying it. That's not my problem. I told you about it. But sometimes kids, especially the kids, because they was adults, they don't want to take ownership to their own bullshit.
Right.
And my heart of hearts, I believe that it had to do with Dejanay and Malik. That's how I started. And Malik never got his forgiven. He probably didn't do what he's supposed to do. And they want to blame somebody.
Notice if you look at Dejanay's face when she said, Oh yeah, girl, shut up for making that PPP loan scratch. But when you see what she said, oh, you made that PPP loan scratch. She looked like, bitch. She had a little funny little look on her face. Like, then notice she was popping it. Soon as she was like, "Yeah, bitch, you know what you did? Whoop, I like this bitch or something." She was like, somebody mad because they're broke." Shanquella was popping it. She
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, bitch, you're mad because you're broke." That's what's going on. Oh man, didn't nobody tell her to pay no $5,000 for no fucking trip. I don't fuck with this bitch like that. Like, damn. So he said, so y'all been plotting on it on her ass? Yeah, for weeks. Like before this shit. We been on her, you know what I mean? Like, damn. So it's like, man, they playing all type of shit in the movie, but it's like that shit. It's missing hella shit, all type of shit going on, man. Like, yo, they wasn't eating in the villa, they was eating in a club or something. Then they mentioned after they unalived Shanquella, and she came in and was like, girl, she asked Dejanay what she did. She was like, yeah, I will be. Let's go get these shots. So that's insinuating that when people were saying they went somewhere else after they did something to her, like they went to another villa or went to another club or something. That's
See,
what they was doing.
my thing on this also is, he probably ain't had that kind of money all in one shot. Like, remember you were saying people sometimes when they don't have that access to that kind of money, they kind of spend it all and everything instead of spending it on the things they should, right? Remember we was talking about that. So I'm thinking that he might have that mentality too. You know, popping bottles and doing all this and everything, living that life for a minute. But then when that money gone, you back to trying to hustle, Shanquella for some money. You know what I mean? Or hustle other people, however way you do it. So I
Yeah.
think that's all I see. He was hustling her the whole time. You
Yeah.
know, he's living that life, going on trips and everything. And then when they start talking, that put a dent in his social life, if you will, his social light. You know what I'm saying? So now he's feeling kind of stupid because he ain't got that. He didn't have that them trips. Them, he wasn't riding in the car with her. All that stupid shit that people like.
Peep this though, gang. Notice when he said, I don't, I ain't, man, my PPP been gone. I ain't even had enough of this trip.
See that? I'm like,
Nigga,
who does
you,
that?
come on,
Who
nigga,
does that?
you didn't tell me, nigga, you just had a fucking clothing line. Remember when they said he had a clothing line in Atlanta?
Yeah, he ain't got
He
shit.
had a store or some shit. You had clothing. All right, nigga, you just had all that. You was just doing all this other shit, my nigga. How is it that you don't have none of this money anymore? Not you don't have a remnant of that 20K. You don't have a Buffalo nickel or a Canadian quarter out there.
Oh my god, he said a buffalo nickel.
I'm confused. Like that's what made me hella
Hey,
mad about that movie.
hey,
Like
if I
nigga, we
get
been
$20,000 for
saying
my
that.
business, man, look, it's stretching
And if
it.
that's the case, we can say they got their shit from Gangland because we been saying that. We
Oh,
been real mad because his PPP loan was strong. She had two of them. Two of them was I about to say excuse. Two of them was forgiven, and nigga, you mad because she didn't want to help you with a second PPP loan, nigga. Yeah, you mad. She fucking with this nigga Ricky. Put me on your payroll. Nigga, I just put you on with a 20K play, motherfucker. What more? What? Some motherfuckers have never had 20,000 at one time. Here, I gave you 20,000 bandicoots.
Right. And see, that's again moving it that before everything else happened, everything is about money, money, money. That's why I'm thinking that it's money driven. Like you in a gym and y'all just popping off, and then you come back to like, oh, I love him, whatever. And she's like, he's like, you love me, put me on your payroll. Why are you focused on money? Like a lot of this is about money. all the time. And I just feel like that the animosity was about who's richer, who has more, how they get it, you know, yada yada yada. You know, and it just got this animosity about money and riches.
Yeah, I would believe so. Like in the even in the movie, she said, "Oh, bitch, you ain't all that." Anytime a motherfucker be like, "Ah, man, you ain't all that." That what is that? Is that envy? Is that animosity? What is that? I would say both.
I was gonna say both.
I would say both. You know, so when somebody mentions, "Hey, yeah, wait," I would assume, you know, shit. But this story is for surely fabricated. Like it's fabricated. And like I said, I would assume when someone says, "Oh, you think you all that," I would think that is envy. I would think that is uh, a person who is envious, uh, who's has built up animosity.
Right. And been watching you. You've been watching you. That's what I'm saying. You got secret haters that's watching you on social media, watching, watching, watching. Because if I'm not around you every day, how you hating me like that? Because you watching me every day. That's why I tell anybody, look, don't put all your stuff on social media. Trust me. Just don't. People don't need to know everything you're doing. They don't need to know your next move either.
See, like this the new era. Like if you let everybody in your business, you ain't gonna have none. They don't want to do that. They rather, I want y'all to see, like, all right, it is like Instagram. It like you never see the bad. Like a motherfucker just gonna show you the good in life. They'll never show you the struggle. They'll never show when a nigga just when a nigga putting $4 and $5 in a gas tank, nigga, to last for 2 days, or motherfucker got to eat top ramen noodles, nigga, for a day, or something. You know what I'm saying? Oodles and noodles, a whole spread or something like. They'll never show, you know, the struggle. They'll never show no shit like that. They always show like everything good, and that ain't what's really going on in the world. Everybody fall short sometimes, but you got some that do better than others. But at the same time, it's like all that shit ain't what it seemed like. You got Twitter, motherfuckers just be talking shit. You type in the word hashtag NIGGER and see what pop up. Well, shit, it's called X now.
Right. And if you look at, it's a lot of people that are out here that are into the music industry, they're making movies and everything else, and they just as broke as you and I. You know what I mean? When I say broke, you know what I mean? And I don't mean like broke like you didn't broke, but we not rich. Well, I ain't. I don't know about everybody else, but let me tell you something. I mean, I work every day, but I'm not rich. And there's a lot of people that are in these, again, they're in the music industry, they're into the you know, whatever the arts are, whether it's, you know, films, whatever. And they just as broke, but they get on social media and make it look like they so lavish and all that other stuff. And it don't make things no better.
But
No,
Shell,
no.
I've been noticing too. It's more and more celebrities on TikTok asking for stars and everything else.
Right. Because
Have you noticed that most of the celebrities they on there like they begging every day too, like the regular people? And I'm like, well, damn, Nicki
Mhm.
Minaj, the what? Y'all want
Mhm.
stars? Y'all want hats? What's going on?
Mhm. And then it'll be years after once they get older, and then they tell you about how they never made any money. Like look at like, and I'm just gonna use like TLC for when I was younger. Like that's probably Ron. That's probably way before your time, but it was in mine. But I always thought they was just like all of this and all of that. And you watch them, they was always this and always, and then turn around, they was like they wasn't even making no money. They was broke, but they made it look like they was just so lavish, and I could go on like Tony Braxton. She was broke. Like it's so many of these people, they will get on and of course you supposed to look like you got everything, but people got to keep that in mind. It's not all of everything you see, everything glitter is not gold. But they
Mm-hmm.
so want to be like these people and they broke them damn selves.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the reality of up and coming artists, especially independent artists. I mean, we working artists. We work and we work to make our music. I mean, I can't tell you. I mean, that it takes a lot of work to get where,
You
unless
do
you do.
music now, Anonymous Angel?
Well, I've always done it. I had to stop because I had to move
Oh.
and had some life issues, but I'm about to get back into it. And I'm trying to tell you, you know, I'm a working artist. I'm not a broke ass artist. I'm not. I refuse to be a broke ass artist. But I do work, and we do have to pay bills, and we do have to pay for studio time, and we do have to pay for equipment. So I mean, it's like we're working to create, and it is going to once you get that album out, that's when
You went out anonymous. Can you hear us?
yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you good.
So you got to be a working artist to get anything done. You have to put in the work. Your bread and butter comes your shows, your CD sales, upload sales, uh, everything that you do after the fact. And then while you're promoting the album you got to start creating your newest album. So, I mean, it's constant work. It is work, especially if you're doing it yourself and not wanting to get with these shiesty contracts. You know what I mean? And I felt bad for TLC. That broke the lid for me because I was like, whoa, y'all
Yeah.
not getting paid?
Everybody
Whoa.
who came under babyface, everybody. It seemed like everybody who came under babyface was broke.
And when I got into the music industry and I found out what goes down and why you become broke and how you get that money at first and what happens after you get the money, like every time somebody touches something, every time somebody does your hair, makeup, they charge you, charge you, charge you, charge you, charge you. So you end up owing instead of increasing. Some contracts will give you an upfront because this is what they're guesstimating what you're going to get. It's an upfront contract, whatever amount it is, 100,000 or whatever, right? You think you got some money? Well, no, because they charge that 100,000 they gave you against everything they touch, do to you, hair, makeup, videos, everything that they did. It costs a shitload of money. So at the end of the day, their sales go against what they owe, right? And then what's left, the producer's gonna take their cut, and then they get pittance. The artist itself gets pittance,
Mm-hmm.
So it's practically best to go independent because at least you reap all your sales. You know what I mean? I tell so many people it's so important to go independent because you don't have to pay everybody. Do it yourself. It can be done. I've done 4 albums. I'm working on another one. So it's you know yeah, absolutely.
Well, y'all, I'm gonna get ready to get off this panel because I gotta go take my. And I want to tell y'all too. I was diagnosed a month ago about being a pre-diabetic. So I was watching TikTok how they say you can reverse it. for like the watermelon died and thing, and y'all had like to kill me. I was in ICU for like 2 days. I almost was out of here. I was at death doors. My sugar was like 700. My blood pressure was like 99/88. And now I'm taking insulin 5 times a day. So
Dang.
don't mess with that watermelon, y'all. If you pre-diabetic or whatever, now I'm a full diabetic messing with that watermelon. So y'all be safe out here. 'Cause
I sure will. I won't even look into it. I'm getting ready to grab that too, y'all.
yeah, it's real. So now I gotta give myself a shot 5 times a day. So
That's
don't
terrible.
do it, y'all.
Wow.
I did lose like what 20 some pounds quick, but it was safe. I've almost lost those pounds and lost my life with it.
Oh
Oh
wow.
my
Be
God.
safe.
What the hell?
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
got some sort of weird watermelon diet out now for
Yeah,
diabetics.
don't try it because it almost killed me. I promise you. I
Yeah,
did it
I
for
heard
y'all.
about it.
Y'all don't have to do it. Don't do it. 'Cause now
Yeah,
I'm taking insulin.
my
Now, see,
doctor
that
just told me
diet
not to do it.
resurfaced. It was out before.
Huh?
It was out before the watermelon diet. It's been out before. And
Girl, and I don't even like watermelon. I forced myself to do that.
I
I'm about
love
to take
watermelon
myself
too.
out.
Yeah, it's
Mm.
not because you're not balancing your sugars out.
No, no joke. I didn't know that before.
Yeah,
'Cause I didn't have
that's
sugar. I didn't know
crazy.
all of it. But
And plus,
Yeah,
watermelon is a natural diuretic, so it probably was, just
girl, it wasn't that much sugar. It was killing me, Shell. It spiked, like I said,
yeah, because you're
it
only
spiked me
intaking
all the way
sugar.
up to like 700. And
Woo!
they was like they didn't even know how I was still responsive at 300. They said I should have been in a coma.
well,
But I
God
was in
forbid.
ICU. They had to do insulin transfusion. I was in ICU for 2 days while they was putting all that insulin in me, trying to get all that sugar out of me.
Yeah,
Sugar was
because you
just
were
coming out
eating
my
too much
body every
sugar,
which way. Yes,
and there was nothing else in your diet to balance it out.
nothing. I should have just stayed my little fat butt eating French fries and hamburgers. I ain't have all these problems.
Hey, you do better doing that.
I ain't have all these problems. I was eating like I wanted to. Soon as
Okay,
I tried to put some fruit and salads and shit in my life, look where I'm at.
man. Sometimes some of these diets ain't right.
Yeah, that's true.
Speaking of
But
food, y'all ain't heard about that 16-year-old girl that got killed over that sweet and sour sauce from McDonald's.
No.
no.
I'm
What?
about to I'm about to play that for y'all.
Well, Ron, I'm gonna get off. I love y'all. I gotta go take this insulin and stuff. I love
Yeah.
y'all. I'll see
I
y'all next
love
time. And
you
then
too. It's
tomorrow gonna
all
be my
love.
first.
I love you.
Huh?
Right.
And y'all take care. I'm here if y'all need me.
All right. Love you too. I'm dropping down too, Ron. Have a good one.
All right, I love y'all. You already know it's good.
Love you too, Ron. And
Mama.
Anonymous.
All right, take care. Wow, what did you say, Mac?
Man, they unalived this 16-year-old girl over a McDonald's sweet and sour sauce.
Are you for real?
Man, I ain't playing with you. I ain't playing with you.
Oh my God, really?
Hell yeah, shit. We about to get into it, man. Y'all know what it is. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, slap that notification bell. Every time we spin a block, y'all gonna spin it with us, man. It's gangland. And I might say, man, you gotta remember, you don't like me, but you watch everything I do. That makes you a fan. Makes you niggas a fan. Nigga, it is gangland.
16-year-old girl was stabbed to death at McDonald's all over some sauce.
Quoting here, if I had one message for parents, it's love on your kids. Make sure they know they are loved when they walk out your door, because you never know if that's the last time, or if you know that that may be the last time you see them. We love you, Naima, and we'll miss her incredibly. And she left a lasting imprint on our hearts. That statement goes on to say, I pray for our family and for her friends, and also for the family of the young lady who took her life.
16-year-old Naima Ligon was intelligent, unique, funny, compassionate, clever, and unapologetically herself. She was also an amazing self-taught barber, taking after her uncle, who was a barber himself, spending many evenings and weekends cutting hair in her family kitchen. Naima was recently hired at Krispy Kreme just before the first day of her junior year at Thomas Stone High School, so she was looking forward to the school year and starting a new job. Her parents described her as being very self-aware for her age, with an energy out of this world and a sense of humor and faith to match. Naima had big dreams and even began making plans for college while also learning how to drive. No one could have ever imagined that a simple night out with friends would change Naima's and those close to her lives forever. Just after 2 a.m. on August 27th, Metropolitan Police responded to reports of a girl seeking treatment for a stab wound at a local hospital after an incident occurred in the 1900 block of 14th Street Northwest. Upon arrival at the hospital, they would locate an unresponsive teen girl.
Sadness. I pray a lot.
News of the homicide hitting home for residents like Charles Matthews. He grew up in the area, and he says these types of violent incidents involving teens have become way too common.
Anything can happen, but when I walk out with my head on a swivel, as you can be an innocent bystander.
Another teen killed just a few blocks away. MPD says 18-year-old Kenny Edwards was gunned down and another person grazed by bullets here on 10th and U Street Northwest early Saturday morning.
We woke up the next morning and we saw the news. The first thing I thought was like, it's too many black kids dying for just unnecessary violence.
At last update, no word on a suspect description in the shooting here, but many residents in the area demanding action. The violent weekend coming days before a new youth curfew is set to go into effect in the district for kids 16 and under. Starting this Friday, MPD will enforce the curfew in 7 areas of the city that have seen the most activity.
I think it could be effective, but we definitely want to just ensure that someone is out mentoring our young, boys and girls.
If the parents can't control them, somebody's going to have to control it. So a curfew might not be a bad thing.
The victim was identified as 16-year-old Naima Ligon, who was taken to Howard University Hospital by 3 friends and sadly pronounced dead just a short time later after succumbing to stab wounds to her chest and abdomen, literally hours before starting her junior year of high school. A look into the case revealed Naima, along with 4 other girls, headed to DC for a night out. At some point, the friends decided to stop at McDonald's in the heart of Washington, D.C.'s popular U Street corridor. After leaving McDonald's, the friends got into the vehicle where a verbal altercation began over the sauces they received in their order. The altercation eventually turned physical as the group of girls exited the vehicle and onto the sidewalk. A police detective described seeing Naima and another girl fighting a 16-year-old before attempting to leave in a vehicle. As the two attempted to leave, the 16-year-old suspect lunged at Naima with a 7.5-inch pocket knife, stabbing her in the chest and abdomen. 3 of the friends rushed Naima to a nearby hospital where she would pass away just a short time later. Officers would quickly locate and arrest the 16-year-old suspect, who was found walking down the street with the folded-up pocket knife still in her hand. Naima's murder occurred just 1 week before DC police started enforcing a youth curfew in targeted areas of the city, including the area where the stabbing took place, U Street nightlife corridor of bars and clubs. In an instant, the teen who helped feed and clothe the homeless, who could talk to adults about events on the news with as much confidence as she did in describing the latest dance craze, who her mother said had an old soul for her taste in 90s R&B music, was gone. Naima became a grim statistic in a homicidal year in the district, the 13th person under the age of 18 killed in the city this year, the 14th a 15-year-old boy who was fatally shot days later in Southeast Washington, D.C. Homicides overall are up 26% this year compared with the same period in 2022.
5 friends, all of them girls, riding in a car after a night out in D.C. They'd gone to the McDonald's at 14th and U Northwest about 2 in the morning Sunday and were back in the car when an argument between teenage friends from Waldorf broke out over sweet and sour sauce. The fight that followed spilled out of the car in front of the McDonald's, and that's when 16-year-old Naima Ligon of Waldorf was stabbed twice by another 16-year-old girl from Waldorf. The 2 were friends, according to the MPD detective who testified today. Ligon was taken by the other girls to nearby Howard University Hospital, where she died. The suspect was stopped by police walking alone a block away from the stabbing scene and had a black folding knife in her possession. Ligon's heartbroken family released photos of her with her mother. A neighbor spoke to us today about the murdered teen.
Beautiful. quick cue. We make the same amount of money. You just bought a home and I'm still renting. What's up?
You really want to know?
Mhm.
Very intelligent young girl. My son's only friend here, so he's impacted by this, and I would imagine all the rest of the kids in the neighborhood are as well.
All of this happened on the eve of today's first day of school at Thomas Stone High School in Waldorf. The principal there called Ligon's death a tragedy that has left the school heartbroken.
A juvenile court hearing was held to determine whether police had sufficient evidence to support a charge of second-degree murder and whether the suspect should be detained. During a follow-up hearing, a prosecutor said Naima and her friend were not armed and that based on surveillance video, the fight was over when the stabbing occurred. The suspect's attorney argued that her client stabbed Naima in self-defense and that the suspect should be returned home to her parents to await trial, scheduled for October. She was also ordered to undergo a psychiatric evaluation. Superior Court Judge James A. Crowell sided with the prosecution, the second judge to deny release of the suspect. The hearing was held on the same day the district began a juvenile curfew enforcement pilot impacting kids who are 16 years old and younger.
Some new testimony in court reveals this happened during a fight over sauce from McDonald's. Sauce. The victim and the suspect were friends. They were both 16. And Adam Longo has some new reporting on the investigation from our newsroom.
We learned late this evening that the 16-year-old suspect in court tonight, accused of killing this 16-year-old girl, is still behind bars. The suspect is claiming she stabbed her in self-defense. Naima Ligon of Waldorf was stabbed twice outside of a McDonald's at 14th and U Street in Northwest. The suspect, according to police, part of a group of 5 friends, including Ligon, who came out for a night in D.C. from Oxon Hill, Maryland. Now, the suspect's attorney in court just after 6 o'clock, arguing to have her released on home detention. The judge, though, not persuaded, ordering her to be held in juvenile detention until her trial on charges of second-degree murder. The judge also specifically prohibiting the release of the suspect's name or any information that could identify her. But we did learn this, that the suspect is homeschooled because of a history of suspensions and expulsion from public school. She lives with parents in Waldorf. Now, here is one of the most head-scratching parts about this story. This fight apparently started over McDonald's sweet and sour sauce. 5 girls, all in the car after getting some food. An argument broke out and spilled out of the car, and that's when Ligon was stabbed. The other girls took Ligon to a nearby Howard University hospital where she died. The suspect, stopped by police, walking alone a block away from the stabbing scene, and had a black folding knife on her. Now, all of this happened on the eve of the first day of school at Thomas Johnson High School in Waldorf. The principal there calling Ligon's death a tragedy that has left the school heartbroken.
Naima's mother said she didn't know the girls her daughter was with that night or that they were going to the district. One thing she does know is that her daughter was a peacemaker, the type to intervene whenever a fight broke out. Naima's mother and father say they will work hard to ensure the legacy of their daughter is of her good works, the energy she had for life, her sense of humor, and her faith. Instead of celebrating Naima's start of her junior year of high school and all of her future goals and accomplishments, her parents will now be planning her funeral.
The family of the young girl is now talking about the life of their lost loved one. They shared their story with DC News Now's Dave Laval.
Naima Ligon should have been with friends and classmates enjoying her junior year here at Thomas Stone High School. Instead, her family is now preparing her funeral.
Naima was full of life. She was an amazing daughter.
Joy Ligon only has the memories of her 16-year-old daughter.
No parent brings their kid home from the hospital as a baby and expects to have a funeral 16 years later.
Ligon died after she was stabbed, DC police say, by another teenage girl during a fight over sweet and sour sauce outside a Northwest McDonald's during the early morning hours of August 27th.
Everybody's hurt. Everybody's, upset because Naima did not deserve to die in the way that she was killed.
I don't think any parent should ever bury their child.
Naima's father, Wilace, is also having difficulty dealing with the loss of a young child.
I have images when I close my eyes, and believe it or not, the images that I do have, I like, in terms of remembering her jovial and laughing and messing with me and messing around in the house.
The Ligon family wants to focus on how Naima lived.
beautiful, intelligent, funny, clever, witty. Like she just lit up the room. And my brother was a barber.
Naima may have followed her uncle's career choice.
She taught herself how to cut, and she cut everybody's hair in the neighborhood.
Joy Lagon told us there are many questions about why her only daughter was in the district that night.
What I can tell you is that Naima is a teenager. You know, there were rules in our house, and Naima is a typical teenager. That's what I'll say.
Lagon says she's overwhelmed by the community's support and the comfort of friends.
The phone just doesn't stop ringing. The phone's ringing nonstop. The texts are coming in nonstop. The door, people are knocking on the door nonstop.
16-year-old Naima Lagon will be laid to rest on September 16th in Capitol Heights, Maryland. As for the 16-year-old suspect, she will remain in custody until her scheduled hearing in October. In the meantime, residents continue to press city officials for answers. How can they put an end to the continuous violence among the youth that plagues the city on a daily basis? When is enough enough? They just want answers, and fast. The case remains ongoing.
Data reveals violent crime is up 38% compared to last year in the district. Fox 5's David Kaplan has a closer look at what is being done and why some neighbors feel that something's missing.
Juvenile crime was a focal point of a briefing Mayor Bowser and the D.C. public safety apparatus gave a few weeks ago, announcing bolstered juvenile curfew enforcement for some neighborhoods, including the U Street corridor that starts on September 1st. Fox 5's Stephanie Ramirez asking Deputy Mayor for Public Safety and Justice Lindsay Appia about this renewed effort.
We continue and always are looking for ways to make sure our young people are safe and that our city's safer. So where we see, and certainly this summer, we've seen some instances where we have a lot of young people out when they shouldn't be.
DC is under siege, and we need help. We really do. And it's just not in this neighborhood. It's all over DC.
Leola Smith lives near the U Street corridor and operates an Airbnb. Her frustration echoed by many, her business hampered by negative reviews about the neighborhood. And personally, her grandson was stabbed outside the home this summer.
I can't rent my Airbnb anymore. I'm losing income. My entire savings just went down the drain.
We know there are actions, and Smith says she thinks for the most part leaders are listening. There's town halls, the emergency crime prevention legislation that passed this year, the mayor's announcement about curfew, more security cameras. Bowser and Police Chief Smith say the work is ongoing. They're also committing to engaging with the community, illegal gun recoveries, and closing cases, all things that have been announced this summer. Smith still feels there's a disconnect and much more that can and should be done, both in her neighborhood and in the city.
They haven't executed it. It hasn't been executed to its fullest.
Man, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. That's just wasted life over a damn package.
Stabbed a girl over sweet and sour sauce that they could have went to another McDonald's and got. They could have just skipped the line and be like, hey, bro, let me just grab a sweet and sour sauce real quick, family.
Or they could have went inside and got one. What the hell?
What in the Old Town Road is going on here?
Man, I don't even know. But that they act like it was the last sweet and sour packet in the world.
What in the Old Town Road is going on here?
I don't know, man. Some sick shit. And that girl, she had to be mental. She had to be mental to go to that extreme? Are you for real? I mean, oh my God. That's what's in that shit, right?
Really?
What's in that shit? We got people going off like that.
What y'all got in that McDonald's? They got motherfuckers stabbing motherfuckers over that shit.
You know? Oh my God. That I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. There's millions and millions of packets. You just gotta go take your lazy ass inside and go get some. Dang.
You see what I'm saying? We got Miss Cynthia in the building. Miss Cynthia, what's happening?
Hey, happy Labor Day. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I said happy Labor Day.
Miss Cynthia, you know some people don't got no job and they still celebrating Labor Day. Them motherfuckers ain't even in the union.
They don't even do volunteer work, huh?
You motherfuckers don't even volunteer at the Goodwill. Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah.
Motherfucker don't even volunteer at the Goodwill.
Well, I got a job. Got two
What
of them.
you, Miss Cynthia? What you think about that little girl getting stabbed over a sweet and sour sauce?
That's something that's in DC over there on 14th and U Streets. It's too much going on over there. You can have a man outside selling his shoes, prostitutes, big time over there. And foreigners, just a whole bunch of people walking through and mingling, just weaving in and out of life over there. So I feel bad for her, but it's DC at 14th and U Street. I wouldn't be over there. But that was probably the only place open at that time of night. And I'm not going to, say, oh, she should have been at home in bed. I can't sleep tonight. That's why I'm up, and that's why I called y'all.
So you know exactly where she was at? She was in a cold part of the city.
Well, if you go over on 14th and U Street, you looking for something illicit, so to speak. But like I said, that was probably the only McDonald's open, so they went. But they have a couple of hotels over there, but nah, that's not a good area. Not at all.
There must be some in that sauce over there, because I ain't never heard of nobody getting stabbed with no sauce.
Over a sauce stuff.
There's probably some other stuff going on too.
Over a motherfucking sauce.
I think it's more than that.
They
It can't be
sometimes
just
they
over
put
that sauce.
like weed in the lunch bags too.
Oh, they putting weed in that shit out there in DC?
Weed, yeah.
Oh man, I need to go to one of their McDonald's. Shit. They put
Yeah.
weed. Yeah,
It's a couple of other delis that are known, but you have to be nowadays. You have to be cool with them or have longevity with them. You can't just walk up out the street and say you want this particular order, because they'll be like, "We don't have that here." But yeah, how do you feel about the story in DC? Huh?
That shit like crazy. It's senseless. You got to think. This girl stabbed her over some shit she could have made herself.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a sauce. It's just a sauce. You see what I'm saying? And for her, I got stabbed before, and I lived. You see what I'm saying? Like, everybody that gets shot, everybody that gets stabbed, don't live. I was one of them lucky ones that live. He stabbed me, and I lost about 3 pints of blood.
Oh my.
Yeah, I was fucked up. Like his scary ass. Like I'm like, you know what, OG? Like I respect my elders, you know, but it was like the situation was like he was just hella disrespectful, and I'm like, bro, just come outside this gate, bro. I'm about to beat your ass. So I turned my back. That's when I opened the gate, and when I went to open the gate, that's when he stabbed me in my back by my kidney.
Oh my.
Yeah. So it was like when I could have died. Like, shit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
for her to get stabbed and she died is like, man, it's like some people don't make it.
I think it's more than just them sauces because they right outside McDonald's. You can walk your behind back in there or go back around and go get you some more. I'm sorry. It had to be more than that.
It's sad that we don't value young people's lives. Everybody for resolution would be like, I'm gonna kill this person, but they done killed themselves by being locked up for life.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
For
they
what?
ended their life too.
You see what they said. You see what they said. They caught the little girl walking up the street with the knife in her hand. They caught her stupid ass. You're done. You're
Yeah,
gone. Right.
yeah.
I
And she,
believe that certain people, when they, and I'm gonna say from birth, sometimes they one card short of a deck. You know, you got, as thinking in terms of an assembly line, things, you got kids that come out. Sometimes there's defective parts, and you scrap it or you put it away to use for something else. I think this child was defective because anybody who goes to that extreme for over a sauce, that eh, they got
and the
there's certain
person
kids that
did
got
work at McDonald's, right? Neither one of them worked at McDonald's.
no.
So they were together.
They were all in the car. They were all in the car
Mm-mm-mm.
ordering their food. I guess they didn't get enough sauce, and somebody took somebody's sauce, and it probably escalated from there. But my whole thing is, it's not that serious.
Yeah, it's not.
Hold on, let me get some more sauce.
Now
We
give me
got
some of that sauce you got in that bag.
right.
Well, all I got is barbecue. No, I wanted the honey mustard. And then she flipped out on her.
Yep.
What I'm thinking is they was in line and she was like, "Can I get some sweet and sour sauce?" All right. Then she got up there and was like, "Man, we ain't got no more sweet and sour sauce. We gave it to that. We gave the last one to that car right there." It's like, bruh, but y'all heard me say, "Save me a sweet and sour sauce," and they probably went to that last car and tried to over a sauce.
They was inside the car. The fight was inside the car about the sauce. Not. They were sitting in the car arguing about the sauce in the car when they
Oh,
got
it was somebody in the car. I thought it was another person, another car.
no.
So it was a person inside the car.
Yes.
Mad over them not getting, man.
Play it again, Mac.
Man.
Yeah.
I thought they were talking about another car. So that's what they mean by the girl had got out the car and they found her at the street.
Yeah, because they started fighting outside the car.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I remember that part.
Okay, yeah.
I remember that part. God damn.
Yeah. That's why I said this person is short, one car short of a deck. She's defective.
So she was mad that she got the sauce knowing she asked for one, and they probably was only one, and she took it.
The other people took the sauce in the car. So instead of going back into McDonald's and getting one, she wanted to fight somebody about it. What kind of hungry are you? You understand what I'm saying? Nigga, get
That's,
your ass up and go get another cup. Go get another thing. And they got
I
millions
believe
of them. They getting out by the handfuls.
that's not called being hungry. That's called being hangry.
Hey, who made you mad?
She was hangry.
I'm sorry, I'm fucking up this chicken wing right now. This chicken wing is off the hook. No,
She was hungry and angry. She was hangry.
yeah,
You know,
common sense, common decency. You don't kill nobody over no. Come on, I'm not. It's not funny, but you go to jail and you somebody ask, hey, what you in for? I'll kill somebody. Why you kill them? Because I ain't get no honey mustard.
on the real, they gonna be like, nigga, I wish I could be out here. Nigga, you killed the motherfucker over. Nigga, I killed the motherfucker over because they owed me some money. You killed the motherfucker
You
because
know,
they owed me sauce.
And what it costs 99 cents or
Not even
$1.49.
you get them motherfuckers for free. It's chemicals. They love to get that shit.
you just ask for them.
I
They
know,
love
but sometimes if you want extra, they will charge you.
man, not in our head.
Oh,
Yeah, they don't get that shit away. They love to get away with them chemicals.
not in Detroit. You will get one.
Man,
Y'all one in Detroit.
Yeah.
They cheap as fuck out there in the Motor City. God damn.
yeah.
They cheap as fuck in the Motor City. God damn.
It's the truth.
Not $1, but $1.49.
They can range from 89 cents to $1.49.
Oh my God.
Completely. They
Huh?
fucking with it. They doing it clearly.
Lord
They
have
are.
man, look. It ain't. It is not that serious. Damn. That shit good. Oh Lord.
Yeah, Gangland, that shit threw me for a loop.
It's sad, and I don't mean to laugh, but when you think about it, how this person's mind is working, they need to be
Exactly.
locked up.
That you want to kill somebody over a sauce, you got to be one dumb
You got to
motherfucker
be one. Thank you. Say it.
to throw your life away over some motherfucking chemicals.
Yeah.
You got to be one silly motherfucker. Like it ain't. You could have punched her, slapped her, anything. You gonna stab her?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna stab her?
There's
Wow.
something more to it, though. You know, when they, because didn't they fight first?
Yeah. They're fighting in the car. So the girl who passed on was getting out the car and the girl stabbed her while she's trying to get out the car. I'm like, what?
Yeah, and then they in packs too. Yeah.
No, it was, I don't.
It was about 3 or 4 of them, wasn't it?
Mac, will you play that back, please? Because I can't believe this shit.
All right, hold on. Let me play it back. Hold on.
That was, ooh, Lord, have mercy. Some demons running around here. I'm telling you, man. Oh, wish a bitch would.
Shout out to Black Girls Lost. We been playing that shit since last year.
Mhm.
Shout out. Big up. Mac, I'm messing this meat up, man. I'm messing this meat up. Whew. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, damn it. Mm.
16-year-old girl was stabbed to death at McDonald's, all over some sauce.
Quoting here, if I had one message for parents, it's love on your kids. Make sure they know they are loved when they walk out your door, because you never know if that's the last time, or if you know that that may be the last time you see them. We love you, Naima, and we'll miss her incredibly. And she left a lasting imprint on our hearts. That statement goes on to say, I pray for our family and for her friends, and also for the family of the young lady who took her life.
16-year-old Naima Lagan was intelligent, unique, funny, compassionate, clever, and unapologetically herself. She was also an amazing self-taught barber, taking after her uncle, who was a barber himself, spending many evenings and weekends cutting hair in her family kitchen. Naima was recently hired at Krispy Kreme just before the first day of her junior year at Thomas Stone High School, so she was looking forward to the school year and starting a new job. Her parents described her as being very self-aware for her age, with an energy out of this world and a sense of humor and faith to match. Naima had big dreams and even began making plans for college while also learning how to drive. No one could have ever imagined that a simple night out with friends would change Naima's and those close to her lives forever. Just after 2 a.m. on August 27th, Metropolitan Police responded to reports of a girl seeking treatment for a stab wound at a local hospital after an incident occurred in the 1900 block of 14th Street Northwest. Upon arrival at the hospital, they would locate an unresponsive teen girl.
Sadness. I pray a lot.
News of the homicide hitting home for residents like Charles Matthews. He grew up in the area, and he says these types of violent incidents involving teens have become way too common.
Anything can happen, but when I walk out with my head on a swivel, as you can be an innocent bystander.
Another teen killed just a few blocks away. MPD says 18-year-old Kenny Edwards was gunned down and another person grazed by bullets here on 10th and U Street Northwest early Saturday morning.
And we woke up the next morning and we saw the news. The first thing I thought was like, it's too many black kids dying for just unnecessary violence.
At last update, no word on a suspect description in the shooting here, but many residents in the area demanding action. The violent weekend coming days before a new youth curfew is set to go into effect in the district for kids 16 and under. Starting this Friday, MPD will enforce the curfew in 7 areas of the city that have seen the most activity.
I think it could be effective, but we definitely want to just ensure that someone is out mentoring our young, boys and girls.
If the parents can't control them, somebody's going to have to control it. So a curfew might not be a bad thing.
The victim was identified as 16-year-old Naima Lagan, who was taken to Howard University Hospital by 3 friends and sadly pronounced dead just a short time later after succumbing to stab wounds to her chest and abdomen, literally hours before starting her junior year of high school. A look into the case revealed Naima, along with 4 other girls, headed to DC for a night out. At some point, the friends decided to stop at McDonald's in the heart of Washington, D.C.'s popular U Street corridor. After leaving McDonald's, the friends got into the vehicle where a verbal altercation began over the sauces they received in their order. The altercation eventually turned physical as the group of girls exited the vehicle and onto the sidewalk. A police detective described seeing Naima and another girl fighting a 16-year-old before attempting to leave in a vehicle. As the two attempted to leave, the 16-year-old suspect lunged at Naima with a 7.5-inch pocket knife, stabbing her in the chest and abdomen. 3 of the friends rushed Naima to a nearby hospital where she would pass away just a short time later. Officers would quickly locate and arrest the 16-year-old suspect, who was found walking down the street with the folded-up pocket knife still in her hand. Naima's murder occurred just 1 week before D.C. police started enforcing a youth curfew in targeted areas of the city, including the area where the stabbing took place, U Street nightlife corridor of bars and clubs. In an instant, the teen who helped feed and clothe the homeless, who could talk to adults about events on the news with as much confidence as she did in describing the latest dance craze, who her mother said had an old soul for her taste in 90s R&B music, was gone. Naima became a grim statistic in a homicide a year in the district, the 13th person under the age of 18 killed in the city this year, the 14th a 15-year-old boy who was fatally shot days later in Southeast Washington, D.C. Homicides overall are up 26% this year compared with the same period in 2022.
5 friends, all of them girls, riding in a car after a night out in D.C. They'd gone to the McDonald's at 14th and U Northwest about 2 in the morning Sunday and were back in the car when an argument between teenage friends from Waldorf broke out over sweet and sour sauce. The fight that followed spilled out of the car in front of the McDonald's, and that's when 16-year-old Naima Ligon of Waldorf was stabbed twice by another 16-year-old girl from Waldorf. The 2 were friends, according to the MPD detective who testified today. Ligon was taken by the other girls to nearby Howard University Hospital, where she died. The suspect was stopped by police walking alone a block away from the stabbing scene and had a black folding knife in her possession. Ligon's heartbroken family released photos of her with her mother. A neighbor spoke to us today about the murdered teen.
Beautiful.
Most people have no clue that in 2023, the best way to make money on Amazon is not with physical products. It's Amazon's other company, Audible. Audible pays me $8,000 to $10,000 every single month in passive income, and I'm not the only one. People like Katrina and Carla, Elena, Renee, all making thousands of dollars a month in passive income using the same system. And the best part is it's literally a done-for-you system. You're not buying any merchandise, you're not storing any merchandise, you're not shipping any merchandise, and you need zero
Mac.
Very intelligent young girl. My son's only friend here. So he's impacted by this, and I would imagine all the rest of the kids in the neighborhood are as well.
All of this happened on the eve of today's first day of school at Thomas Stone High School in Waldorf. The principal there called Ligon's death a tragedy that has left the school heartbroken.
A juvenile court hearing was held to determine whether police had sufficient evidence to support a charge of second-degree murder and whether the suspect should be detained. During a follow-up hearing, a prosecutor said Naima and her friend were not armed and that based on surveillance video, the fight was over when the stabbing occurred. The suspect's attorney argued that her client stabbed Naima in self-defense and that the suspect should be returned home to her parents to await trial, scheduled for October. She was also ordered to undergo a psychiatric evaluation. Superior Court Judge James A. Crowell sided with the prosecution, the second judge to deny release of the suspect. The hearing was held on the same day the district began a juvenile curfew enforcement pilot impacting kids who are 16 years old and younger.
Some new testimony in court reveals this happened during a fight over sauce from McDonald's. Sauce. The victim and the suspect were friends. They were both 16. And Adam Longo has some new reporting on the investigation from our newsroom.
We learned late this evening that the 16-year-old suspect in court tonight, accused of killing this 16-year-old girl, is still behind bars. The suspect is claiming she stabbed her in self-defense. Naima Ligon of Waldorf was stabbed twice outside of a McDonald's at 14th and U Street in Northwest. The suspect, according to police, part of a group of 5 friends, including Ligon, who came out for a night in D.C. from Oxon Hill, Maryland. Now, the suspect's attorney in court just after 6 o'clock, arguing to have her released on home detention. The judge, though, not persuaded, ordering her to be held in juvenile detention until her trial on charges of second-degree murder. The judge also specifically prohibiting the release of the suspect's name or any information that could identify her. But we did learn this, that the suspect is homeschooled because of a history of suspensions and expulsion from public school. She lives with parents in Waldorf. Now, here is one of the most head-scratching parts about this story. This fight apparently started over McDonald's sweet and sour sauce. 5 girls, all in the car after getting some food. An argument broke out and spilled out of the car, and that's when Ligon was stabbed. The other girls took Ligon to a nearby Howard University hospital where she died. The suspect, stopped by police, walking alone a block away from the stabbing scene, and had a black folding knife on her. Now, all of this happened on the eve of the first day of school at Thomas Johnson High School in Waldorf. The principal there calling Ligon's death a tragedy that has left the school heartbroken.
Naima's mother said she didn't know the girls her daughter was with that night or that they were going into the district. One thing she does know is that her daughter was a peacemaker, the type to intervene whenever a fight broke out. Naima's mother and father say they will work hard to ensure the legacy of their daughter is of her good works, the energy she had for life, her sense of humor, and her faith. Instead of celebrating Naima's start of her junior year of high school and all of her future goals and accomplishments, her parents will now be planning her funeral.
The family of the young girl is now talking about the life of their lost loved one. They shared their story with DC News Now's Dave Laval.
Oh, the first day that we signed up for Monday.com, our department was already able to connect our processes, our software.
Naima Ligon should have been with friends and classmates enjoying her junior year here at Thomas Stone High School. Instead, her family is now preparing her funeral.
Naima was full of life. She was an amazing daughter.
Joy Ligon only has the memories of her 16-year-old daughter.
No parent brings their kid home from the hospital as a baby and expects to have a funeral 16 years later.
Ligon died after she was stabbed, DC police say, by another teenage girl during a fight over sweet and sour sauce outside a Northwest McDonald's during the early morning hours of August 27th.
Everybody's hurt. Everybody's, upset because Naima did not deserve to die in the way that she was killed.
I don't think any parent should ever bury their child.
Naima's father, Wilace, is also having difficulty dealing with the loss of a young child.
I have images when I close my eyes, and believe it or not, the images that I do have, I like, in terms of remembering her jovial and laughing and messing with me and messing around in the house.
The Ligon family wants to focus on how Naima lived.
Beautiful, intelligent, funny, clever, witty, like she just lit up the room. And my brother was a barber.
Naima may have followed her uncle's career choice.
She taught herself how to cut, and she cut everybody's hair in the neighborhood.
Joy Ligon told us there are many questions about why her only daughter was in the district that night.
What I can tell you is that Naima's a teenager. There were rules in our house, and Naima is a typical teenager. That's what I'll say.
Ligon says she's overwhelmed by the community's support and the comfort of friends.
The phone just doesn't stop ringing. The phone's ringing nonstop. The texts are coming in nonstop. The door, people are knocking on the door nonstop.
16-year-old Naima Ligon will be laid to rest on September 16th in Capitol Heights, Maryland. As for the 16-year-old suspect, she will remain in custody until her scheduled hearing in October. In the meantime, residents continue to press city officials for answers. How can they put an end to the continuous violence among the youth that plagues the city on a daily basis? When is enough enough? They just want answers, and fast. The case remains ongoing.
Data reveals violent crime is up 38% compared to last year in the district. Fox 5's David Kaplan has a closer look at what is being done and why some neighbors feel that something's missing.
Juvenile crime was a focal point of a briefing Mayor Bowser and the D.C. public safety apparatus gave a few weeks ago, announcing bolstered juvenile curfew enforcement for some neighborhoods, including the U Street corridor, that starts on September 1st. Fox 5's Stephanie Ramirez asking Deputy Mayor for Public Safety and Justice Lindsay Appia about this renewed effort.
We continue and always are looking for ways to make sure our young people are safe and that our city's safer. So where we see, and certainly this summer, we've seen some instances where we have a lot of young people out when they shouldn't be.
DC is under siege, and we need help. We really do. And it's just not in this neighborhood. It's all over DC.
Leola Smith lives near the U Street corridor and operates an Airbnb. Her frustration echoed by many, her business hampered by negative reviews about the neighborhood, and personally, her grandson was stabbed outside the home this summer.
I can't rent my Airbnb anymore. I'm losing income. My entire savings just went down the drain.
We know there are actions, and Smith says she thinks for the most part leaders are listening. There's town halls, the emergency crime prevention legislation that passed this year, the mayor's announcement about curfew, more security cameras. Bowser and Police Chief Smith say the work is ongoing. They're also committing to engaging with the community, illegal gun recoveries, and closing cases, all things that have been announced this summer. Smith still feels there's a disconnect and much more that can and should be done, both in her neighborhood and in the city.
They haven't executed it. It hasn't been executed to its fullest.
No. They were friends.
El único e inigualable Marco.
I am a nightmare walking, psychopath talking. Okay? To quote Ice-T.
There was 5 of them in the car. So it was tight quarters already.
Just. Bitch, I'll stab you. Really? Really?
I didn't say bitch, she just stabbed her. They were fighting evidently
I'm just
about
saying
the
that
sauce.
the whole attitude. The attitude is what I'm saying. The attitude. I'm going to stab you over.
She just pulled that knife out and stabbed her. The girl probably socked her, and then she cut her.
Oof. What is that called? There's no meaning of life. You're taking a life.
Yeah.
Over.
They're not looking at it like that. They don't want anybody in their square disrespecting them. Probably said, "No, you can't have none." And she's like,
yeah, she needs to stay locked up for a while.
Oh yeah, to cool off.
Can you imagine what would have happened if she had went to school? But she
Girl.
don't go to school. She homeschooled.
Yeah.
So she keeps getting kicked out.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for her mom having to put up with that whatever attitude this girl has.
Yeah, and the girls she was hanging out with.
I'm like, what possessed you? What is in that sauce that's possessing you to take a life over it? It's like no sense of.
It also shows what's going on in the girl's house for that sauce to be so important. Probably wasn't getting food, eating all that junk food every day.
Something's going on in that girl's mind.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
That you don't just kill nobody over a sauce. That you can go in the store and go get. You right there parked by it. It is not that serious.
She'll be in jail. It's gonna hit her. Reality is gonna hit the girl.
Yeah, she gonna have to cool her heels for a little while. You can't let her out. You can't let her out. She has no sense of
And then she'll probably say it was self-defense.
Of course she's going to say that. But if the statements were taken and they asked what started the fight, it's going to come back down to that.
The sauce.
The sauce. The sauce, man. It was the sauce.
Yeah.
Are you for real? Can you imagine what these police? I mean, not that I'm not no, quantum, man. I ain't no, I'm glad they come when we need them. But can you imagine the person that's taking down that statement? What's going on in their head? That's a beast. I am a nightmare walking,
And then
psychopath talking. This is a psycho. This girl is psycho.
And then over the McNuggets.
No, the sauce for the whatever it is they ate.
Yeah, the sauce for the McNuggets.
Yeah. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Maybe I'm maybe I'm over exaggerating, but no. Are you kidding me right now? You gonna stab somebody over a sauce?
And then no telling what was going on when before they got the food, because they had come from out of Oxon Hill, Maryland, into D.C. for the night.
You know what? Yeah, she need to be locked up for a long time.
They probably drinking and smoking. I say somebody in that group, 5 of them.
That little nigglets need to be in the house. No, that's totally unacceptable.
And it was August 23rd.
I don't know. I didn't get the date.
So that was just like in the last week.
Yeah.
Last Monday.
This is by far the most redonkulous thing I've ever heard. Redonkulous. A life is taken because of a sauce. I can't believe it's just that, but okay.
That was a couple of Wednesdays ago. The last, 1, 2, 3, the fourth Sunday of August. I mean, Wednesday of August.
I don't know what to say. But this girl got mental problems.
Yep.
You don't stab nobody over no sauce. Hell, you say.
It shows you where her values are.
People, oh my goodness. Let's see what the chat got to say. I got to see this.
Yeah, let me know.
Let me see what the chat got to say. I'm trying to. And then you walk down the street.
And then what? Oh, yeah, she was casually walking down the street.
Yeah.
That
He
she
walking
had
down.
nowhere to go.
Man.
She was going to try to blend in.
Oof, man. I don't know what to say about this one. But it definitely wasn't self-defense. Well, self-defense because your sauce? Really? Dummy? Yeah, I'm gonna call her a dummy because that was dumb. That was a dumb choice. Very wrong choice. People make choices. And some of the choices are not so bright.
Yes.
This girl done ruined her whole life behind a sauce. She ain't fully. Again, I feel like she's one of those ones that the elevator didn't go all the way up or something. I don't know.
And then just not valuing life.
And that seems to be the theme now. People are not valuing life too much. Yeah, I'm gonna take you out. Here you go. Like really? Ooh wee, ooh wee. I don't. Mac, what you say? What say you, Mac?
I'm gonna say what everybody else gonna say. That shit's stupid as hell. How the fuck you killing somebody over a goddamn sauce? It ain't even that serious. It's a sauce. It's a sauce. Double back. We could get a sauce. Y'all want to? Man, we ain't got to fight over this motherfucker though. Or better yet, you can have this motherfucker though. You know what I'm saying? Or it couldn't. The cold part about it. What if the sauce ain't had nothing even to do with her? She just tried to jump in and stop the fight, and somebody got mad at her jumping in, and then she got hit. So since she got mad that she got hit, now she want to stab her because she feel like she helping the other girl beat her up. Anything, but the whole thing is like it's dumb as hell. Like I don't see how they fighting over a motherfucking a sauce
It doesn't make any sense, does it? It
over a
just.
sauce.
I mean, think. I'm trying not to laugh. Okay,
That
it's
goes
not
into
funny.
their personalities and what was going on that night.
She is a nightmare walking psychopath stalker. That's a psychopath.
Over there tweaking over a sauce.
I mean, is it that serious? Arguing over sauce. Come on, man.
You know,
Come
went to
on,
see the
man.
saddest stories to the stupidest stories.
I mean, dude, I would bag on her for life.
We done went from seeing the saddest story to the stupidest story.
I mean, come on now. I can't. Uh, I can't wrap my mind around. You gonna kill me over a sauce? Are you for real? Mm-mm. Oh my goodness.
Yep, no telling what all they were doing, and somebody probably was jealous of somebody.
Somebody just put the chicken down. Put it down. Stop eating here or something. I don't know. Go sit your ass down somewhere. You don't argue and kill somebody over sauce. Man, are you for real? I would not want that on my rap sheet. I would not want that on my rap sheet. What was you in for? Extortion. What are you in here for? Unaliving. Oh man, what happened? Why'd you, I didn't get my sauce. What? What? I would not ever want something like that on my rap sheet. It's it's not even worth it. I'm sorry if I'm going to the extreme on this. This is just it just man, where did you get this shit? I don't. It doesn't feel real. I can't fathom that.
What's going on today?
Man.
And some of these young people, they quick to get an attitude.
But over a sauce? Come on.
There's probably a lot going on within that group before that sauce. The sauce was the last straw. And then she heard another girl had socked the girl that stabbed her. Did I hear that correctly?
What you said? What happened?
Okay. I thought that the news reporter said that two of them were fighting the girl before she pulled out the knife.
Yeah, because they was getting out the car, and then here she go.
Yeah, the fight was inside the car, then it went outside the car.
Mm-hmm.
The girl got stabbed. That's when she was getting out.
Yeah, that's some. Ooh. Man, she need to be in the military.
Shoot, that throw out just as quick as they take her in.
Man, you gonna assassinate someone over some sauce? Fight somebody in a car.
Tensions were running high.
Bitch, you need your ass slapped. I'm sorry. I ain't got no mercy for this girl. I'm sorry. Ain't no mercy.
I'm not saying I have mercy for her, but at the same time, this is a reality.
I ain't got no mercy for nobody like that. She made a choice and it was a bad one.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I should have mercy, but I don't. Yeah, I'm sorry.
You know, I have no mercy either. It was dumb.
Yeah, she gonna be like that. She's like that, is what I'm saying. Ain't no telling what she put her mama through.
Huh?
Ain't no telling what that girl put her mama through. She been kicked out of school and everything.
Suspended. Mm-hmm.
And
From fighting.
what the hell? Talking about I'm just protecting myself. Well, you protecting your chicken nuggets?
Yep.
That.
She surely was.
Protecting my nuggets, man.
Mm-hmm.
I needed my sauce. Are you for real? Get the hell out of here. The judge gonna throw the book at her behind. They gonna throw the book at her.
That's why she's in jail. And then she only has a couple of more years to turn 18
Yeah, they
as
gonna.
an
She ain't
adult.
going nowhere. She done made
Huh?
her a permanent resident. She got a permanent residence. 3 hots and a
Yeah.
cot. She made
Mm-hmm.
her permanent resident. That she shouldn't be let out. If
No.
anything, send her to a psycho ward because that's exactly what she is. She did some psycho stuff. You crazy. You crazy.
Ain't no rehabilitating her.
I
It's
mean,
sad.
well, she's not. She ain't got all her dominoes. She ain't. No, man. She ain't do that.
They were fighting, known to fight just like the girls in North Carolina.
Yeah, they psychos too. They psychos. Anybody who ain't got the good sense to just back the fuck up and think before you do, especially something like that. Oh no,
The family will say they normal.
there ain't nothing normal about that. There ain't nothing normal about that. And can't nobody convince me that. There is nothing normal about somebody stabbing somebody over some sauce. Because you mad because you didn't get your sauce. Get out of here. I ain't trying to hear none of that.
It's sad.
Game over.
Well, it is.
Really? What is she possibly? What? What? I'm done with it. I can't because I'm sorry. I don't mean to keep harping on it. It's just
Yeah, that shit, like, that was one of the dumbest stories we don't watch. Like,
Yeah.
she did all that on the strength of a sauce. She did all that, like, everybody get a sauce. Like, she did all that over a sauce. It's just crazy.
There's
That's the
got
crazy.
to be more to this story. I just can't believe,
Over a sauce.
man. I can't believe somebody would do that over a sauce. That don't make so sense. I ain't never heard of
Go
nothing like that.
camera, Mr. Polo.
We've heard all kind of stuff, but that, that, man. Yeah, she done. She's a Fruit Loop, man. She lost. And the demon came out her ass. Somebody, and I know she putting her mother through hell. If she did that, I can imagine what she's putting her mother through. Mother probably can't wait to get away from her because she's crazy. She's crazy. That's lunatic. That's lunatic. That's lunatic all day long. She don't need to get out.
Man, I forgot to play that other content. We got to double back to the pastor. We got to double back to the pastor. Let's go back to that pastor.
No, that chicken eating on.
We got to double back to
Oh no, not him.
pastor.
Pimpin' pastor.
That's a shame. He killed his wife, though.
And she probably been good to him.
Y'all, the fish, they sold out of the fish food. They can only eat so much or they're going to end up like me.
This is the story of Gabrielle Prenell, a 27-year-old woman who had seemingly built a loving family with her husband, Danny Prenell Jr., the senior pastor of Bright Morning Star Missionary Baptist Church in Pineville, Louisiana. Their picture-perfect life on social media hid a dark reality, as on June 20, tragedy struck, shattering the lives of a mother and her 3 innocent young children. Join us as we delve into the heart-wrenching events unfolding that fateful afternoon. Welcome to Viral Crimes. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more stories. This story takes us to Macomb, Mississippi. Macomb is a small city located in the southern part of the state of Mississippi. It is known for its rich history, with roots dating back to the early 19th century and a vibrant cultural scene. Gabrielle Prenell, a resident of Macomb, is a 27-year-old woman who worked as a homemaker and caregiver for her 3 children. She was the wife of Danny Prenell Jr., the 25-year-old senior pastor of Bright Morning Star Missionary Baptist Church in Pineville, Louisiana. Gabrielle was described as a caring and dedicated mother who always put her children's well-being first. Her personality was marked by resilience and strength, as she endured a history of violence and abuse at the hands of her husband. Gabrielle Prenell had a significant history with Danny Prenell Jr., the 25-year-old senior pastor of Bright Morning Star Missionary Baptist Church in Pineville, Louisiana.
If you wait on him, if you wait on him, I promise you he's coming. If you wait on him, I promise you he gonna make sense. See, you still tripping because you lost your job. You still tripping and disappointed and mad because y'all broke up and you don't understand it. And you still driving by his house checking to see if there's another car there. Yeah, you still hurt. You still in your feelings. You still all on Facebook telling your mama, telling your daddy, telling everybody how he hurt you. Oh, you still see things for where they are now. But tell somebody, just hang on a little while and live a little bit longer, and it's going to all make sense. When he get exposed, it's going to all make sense why God didn't want you with him.
Their journey together started as a romantic relationship, and they were involved for several years before eventually tying the knot. Their love story began before Danny assumed the role of a pastor when he was serving as a deputy with the Rapides Parish Sheriff's Office. As their bond grew, they navigated through life's challenges and joys, supporting each other in their career paths and personal endeavors. As Danny transitioned from a law enforcement officer to a spiritual leader, Gabrielle remained a pillar of strength and encouragement by his side. Their shared experiences and deep-rooted connection likely played a crucial role in shaping Danny's spiritual journey and his role as a pastor. Together, they embarked on a new chapter of their lives as husband and wife, forging a partnership built on love, trust, and a shared commitment to their faith. The congregation of Bright Morning Star Missionary Baptist Church witnessed their devotion to each other and the congregation, inspiring others with their story of faith and love. However, behind closed doors, their relationship was marred by violence and abuse. In 2016, Gabrielle filed a petition for protection from abuse against Danny in Rapides Parish. She bravely spoke out, alleging that she had been subjected to constant beatings and threats to her life. Neighbors and friends later revealed that they had witnessed arguments and heard loud fights between the couple. Some even reported Danny brandishing guns and making terrifying threats towards Gabrielle. Online, the couple portrayed an entirely different image.
Alexandria is where it all began. You remember that?
Yes. Remember, let's see, last time we came here, it was just me.
They sold out of the fish food. They can only eat so much or they're going to end up like me.
Their social media posts depicted a seemingly loving relationship, with smiles and affectionate gestures. However, we must remember that social media can often conceal the true reality of a person's life. Experts warn that abusive relationships can be complex and hidden, with abusers manipulating their public image to conceal their actions. Friends and family must be vigilant and supportive in such situations. On a seemingly ordinary day in Pineville, Louisiana, a shocking and disturbing crime took place, sending shockwaves through the community. Pastor Danny Purnell Jr., a respected figure in the local area and lead pastor at the Bright Morning Star Missionary Baptist Church, was involved in a tragic incident that left his wife, Gabrielle Purnell, wounded and fighting for her life. On that fateful day at the Hampton Inn Hotel in Macomb, Mississippi, the Purnell family, comprising Pastor Danny Purnell Jr., his wife, and their 3 children, had checked in for undisclosed reasons. However, tragedy struck at approximately 3:30 p.m. when a horrifying incident unfolded within the confines of their hotel room. According to reports, Pastor Danny Purnell Jr. allegedly shot his wife, inflicting 2 gunshot wounds. The motive behind this tragic act remains unclear, shrouded in mystery. In the aftermath of this shocking act, he then attempted to end himself, intensifying the harrowing scene that unfolded before the innocent eyes of their 3 young children. Danny Purnell Jr. and his wife, Gabrielle, were rushed to the University of Mississippi Medical Center for emergency medical care. The children were taken into the custody of Child Protective Services, while their parents fought for their lives. Danny survived his injuries while his wife remained in the hospital fighting for her life.
We're learning new details from police in Mississippi about the charges that Danny Purnell Jr. is facing. He's the pastor of Bright Morning Star Missionary Baptist Church in Pineville, who's accused of shooting his wife and then himself at a Macomb hotel. Alex Hornchuk's in the studio with more. And Alex, these are some pretty big developments.
Right, Brooke. Chief Juan Cloy with the Macomb Police told me today that 25-year-old Danny Purnell Jr. is facing a count each of aggravated domestic violence, disturbing a business, and disorderly conduct. Those charges stem from a shooting at a Macomb, Mississippi Hampton Inn hotel on June 21st. Police say Purnell shot his wife and then himself while there with his children. We obtained the photo of the crime scene you see on your screen from our media partners at the Enterprise Journal. Now, Chief Cloy would not say why Purnell was not charged with attempted murder or other more serious charges and said the investigation is ongoing. We know Purnell survived his injuries, is in the custody at the Pike County Sheriff's Office, and his wife is still in the hospital in stable condition. The couple's children were placed in Child Protective Services custody after the shooting. We're also learning some new information about prior allegations of domestic violence against his wife through some documents we found in the Rapides Parish Courthouse. In 2016, his wife filed a petition for a protective order against Purnell and said that the petition detailed instances where Purnell was violent with her, saying, quote, "I've been constantly getting beaten by my husband and I fear for the life of myself and my unborn child." She goes on to say that Purnell often pointed guns and threatened to kill her. We also learned that Purnell was also briefly employed by the Rapides Parish Sheriff's Office. RPSO told us today that Purnell was assigned to the Corrections Division in June of 2022 before he resigned in December that same year.
The community was left in utter disbelief, struggling to comprehend the reasons behind the tragic incident that had shaken the foundations of their once peaceful town. In the aftermath of the incident, social media posts surfaced, giving insight into the couple's life. Danny Purnell Jr.'s Facebook page revealed that he was a former sheriff's deputy, and he openly expressed his devotion to his family and faith. One of his posts on his wife's birthday depicted her as his queen and professed his love and admiration for her. However, he also hinted at possible inner struggles and the quest for self-improvement. He posted about losing his father to the prison system when he was around 10 years old and having to be raised by his grandmother. He posted about dealing with rejection from his peers and having marriage issues but overcoming them. The incident involving Pastor Danny Purnell Jr. and his family is part of a growing and disturbing trend of domestic shootings that have plagued the country for years. Data from a database compiled by multiple media organizations revealed that such tragedies occur almost every 3.5 weeks on average. The consequences are devastating, often resulting in multiple fatalities and deep emotional scars for survivors, especially the children who witness such violence. The close-knit community of Pineville, Louisiana, was left in shock and grief over the incident involving their esteemed pastor. Friends, church members, and neighbors were left grappling with how such a horrible crime could be committed by a man who was supposed to be a pillar of strength and faith in the community. As news outlets covered the incident, authorities launched an investigation to determine the motive behind the shooting. Information about the case's progress, interviews with witnesses, and court footage regarding any potential arrests and charges would be available in the ongoing legal proceedings. The shooting served as a sad reminder of the prevalence of domestic violence within society and the religious community. It brought the issue of domestic abuse to the forefront and sparked discussions about how such acts of violence can be prevented or addressed within faith communities. Pineville community and congregation members were left stunned and heartbroken by the events that unfolded. Many expressed their sympathy for Gabrielle Purnell and her children, praying for her recovery and healing their emotional wounds. As the investigation into the shooting continued, Danny Purnell Jr. was charged with aggravated disturbance of a business. The court case was pending, and authorities awaited Gabrielle's recovery to gather more details about the incident. The Gabrielle Purnell tragedy is a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of domestic violence and the importance of addressing mental health concerns within society. The incident raised questions about the role of faith in coping with personal struggles and the need for greater awareness and support systems for abuse victims. As the case of the Purnell family moved forward in the legal system, the entire community was deeply affected by the tragic events. The heartbreak and emotional toll on the Purnell family, particularly on the children who firsthand witnessed the horrifying incident, became a focal point of concern and empathy. The young minds were left traumatized and faced with the aftermath of the violence they experienced in their own home. The incident acted as a wake-up call for the community, leading to widespread discussions about identifying warning signs of domestic violence. People realized the urgent need for more proactive measures in assisting those in abusive situations. Public forums, awareness campaigns, and educational programs were initiated to sensitize people about the subtle indicators of domestic violence and ways to offer support to victims. The incident involving Pastor Danny Purnell Jr. and his wife, Gabby, is a tragic and senseless act of violence. It is disheartening to witness such domestic shootings, which seem to be rising recently. Whatever the reasons behind his actions, harming his wife in front of their children is deeply disturbing and will likely have long-lasting effects on their emotional well-being. This tragedy underscores the importance of seeking help and support when facing personal challenges to prevent such devastating outcomes. My thoughts and prayers go out to Gabby and her family during this difficult time. Let us hope for her recovery and that justice is served. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
Oh, a
I'm sorry.
pastor.
Again, this is bad business.
A pastor.
Hmm. Oh, I've seen some.
Huh? I can't hear you.
I've seen some messy stuff with pastors, and I just.
And 25 years old to be a pastor. By him coming from the sheriff's department, he intimidated some people. And he was probably too fat to be in continue on the force.
Dang, dang. She called
Y'all
him out.
gotta watch these motherfuckers. Y'all gotta watch these motherfuckers who y'all be calling pastor. Y'all gotta watch who y'all be calling pastor.
Yeah.
Mm.
For
Y'all
real,
be
for
y'all
real.
pastor.
Uh-huh.
Mm-mm. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I was laughing my ass off. Some of them pictures, man, just had me, in tears.
Y'all gotta watch who y'all calling pastor.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
tell you.
for sure.
Cause this nigga Ben didn't mean no good. He been putting his hands on this lady, but yet running the congregation as if he not sinning like that. But you sitting there
Right.
beating this woman, yeah, running the congregation as if you ain't doing shit.
Right. Yes.
Man, like y'all gotta watch who y'all call pastor. Watch who y'all be paying y'all tithes to. You
Yeah.
know, watch who's sitting in y'all pews.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
Mm-mm.
cause that ain't him right there. Like, come on, brother, good brother, good brother, good brother,
And
good brother.
he just barely growing up himself, 25 years old, he a senior pastor. I don't think so.
You ain't did shit to be no senior pastor, nigga. You ain't seen
Right.
enough. You ain't did enough. You ain't lived
Uh-uh.
enough.
Right. Definitely. Mm-mm.
That says a lot about the culture in some cases because it's like, yeah, how you gonna be a senior pastor? And I have more right to be a senior pastor than he does, and I ain't trying to do that. I'm just saying, you ain't got no experience in life, and you whooping
And
up on
probably
your woman.
education too.
Yes, Lord.
You ain't got no sense. How you gonna tell somebody and give direction when you sit up there whooping on your woman?
Praise
Yeah.
God.
I don't want to begin on that one.
Hallelujah.
I don't even want to start on that one. That was in.
Yeah.
He need to be locked up for a while.
That nigga need to get his ass.
He needed
They
to
need,
ass beat for this.
and
Yeah.
what they're gonna be like? What a coincidence! This nigga is a pastor in the jail.
Mm-hmm.
A former police parish from the parish police. Are you for real now?
Yeah.
I do know that there is a high domestic violence rate for people who are in that profession of policing.
Yeah.
They take their frustrations out on their wives, whatever. Some of them, it's a little control freak thing going on there. But it's like, dude, you a pastor doing this, which personally I'm not surprised because I've seen some stuff. But ooh, mm,
25, he's just too young all the way around to be doing what he did. But he was perfect against God, and look where he is now.
man, look, yeah,
He's gonna get some time because he was a pastor,
he he knew better.
and yes,
He knew better. Him of
Shout out,
all people.
supposedly, huh?
shout out, Cinnamon Tea, Tall Glass, Juicy, everybody in the chat. Shout out, everybody in the chat. Tall Glass say beating her Fridays. Shout out Prissy down there too. Beating her Fridays and preaching Sundays. No, you
Yeah.
gotta say it. Preaching Sundays, beating Fridays. You know what I'm saying? On the real, that's what he doing. He doing them preaching Sundays, and then he's beating on them Fridays. That's what he doing for surely. In that order. In that order. You see?
You
That
didn't
nigga,
fry my chicken right.
come on.
You didn't fry my chicken right.
After the preaching, she getting beating.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, you gotta watch them, man. Some of these pastors be pimps. You know what I'm saying? Some of these pastors be
Always.
old pimping. You know,
Always.
there be some
Yeah.
old people.
I mean, sitting up there
Hey, I
preaching.
see you, deacon. Hey, hold on, pastor got a little slick little vibe to him. Like, what's going on with pastor? He got a slick little talk, slick little vibe. And then you hear,
Mhm.
well, you know, I sinned. I was out there on them corners, you know, selling drugs. I was out there on them corners, pimping women. Now I'm out here on these corners, shooting for the Lord. Now I'm out here on these corners, pimping for the Lord. Now I'm out.
Yeah, I
I can
told
just
you,
hear it.
you
You be
be a
like,
I
oh,
good
hear
wait
it.
a minute. Pastor preaching today. That nigga said he used to be a pimp. Oh my God. I mean, I say I used to send a bitch on the tracker too, but now I deliver a bitch from the tracker too for the Lord. Yeah. I'm like, God damn it. OG pimping. OG pimping.
And he'll get all the money in the world because of that.
What in
Yeah.
the hell is going on? I
Yeah.
said,
Mhm.
this is real life, no cap. Right hand to the Quran with Lahi. It was a church in Atlanta. He seen he had T.I. in there, 2 Chains in there, mega church. He say, now congregation, I want y'all to dig deep.
Yeah, I remember that.
Not dig deep down in your hearts, but dig deep down in your pockets. I say congregation, I say don't dig deep in your heart. I say dig deep in them pockets. I say 20,000. I think we could do it today, congregation. 20,000. I think we could do it today. 20,000.
Mhm.
Can we get a 20,000? I think we could do 20,000 today, congregation. Can we get a 20,000? If you could be so kindly to pass the collection plate around, brother. 20,000. 20,000. Mothers of the church, give an offering. Deacons of the church, give an offering. Choir, they need to give her offering. Yeah, did I forget mothers of the church? Yes, they need an offering.
And I see Brother T.I. in the building.
I see brother T.I. in the building.
Yeah.
Can you dig deep, brother? My brother, can you dig deep? And who is that in the back? Is that 2 Chainz? Come on, hey 2 Chainz. Can we dig deep? Dig deep today for the Lord. Can we dig deep today for the Lord? Have mercy. Can we
Yes.
dig?
That ain't pimping. Tell me that ain't pimping.
That's pimping.
That is straight pimping.
That's pimping.
Mm-hmm.
He popping his peas. That's pimping. Come on, man.
Then you gonna turn around and beat your wife? Yeah, that's
Trying to be
pimping.
funny as hell. Is that? Oh yeah, that show. We got 2 Chainz in the tabernacle. We got two Chainz in the temple tonight, y'all. At 2 Chainz, could you dig deep? I know you got an effing problem. I know you got an effing problem. Here we got a praying problem. Dig deep, my brother. Dig deep.
You be a good pastor. You really would.
I say I was out there selling dope, slanging, hustling. Now I'm slanging hope for the Lord.
Yes. Say that.
Dig deep in your pockets, please.
I say, can I
There's a
get
lot
an
to
amen?
get a lot.
I say, can I get an amen?
Amen.
Wow.
You couldn't tell me nothing when I was out there. You couldn't tell me nothing. And now you can't tell me nothing about the Lord. Can I get an amen? I say, can I
Dun, dun, dun.
like, come on, man. That nigga out there pimping like a motherfucker.
Oh, you're just
That's
pimping.
pimping. Come on, man.
I see ya. I've been here on the corner. I. Okay.
I.
I.
That's all I do. Be blazing like a motherfucker. And then got the night to be. Well, before we start the next part of the service, why don't you come up here and go ahead and give a little testimony of why you're here and what the Lord have done for you. Come on and give up here a little testimony. And nigga, get up here and grab that mic. Nigga, grab that motherfucking mic.
Wow.
Grab that mic. Motherfucker be like, I wanna thank God. Man, this motherfucker, shit. This motherfucking mic.
I've been out here on the corner. I was out
Yeah,
here.
I want to give a little testimony. Even though I fell asleep or half of the service, I'm only here. I'm only here so my granny don't whoop my ass. But what I learned in the Sunday service is that we get food at the end of here, so that's why I really stayed.
Oh!
I just want to thank you for my grandma for work.
Thank ya. I want to thank ya.
Bless your heart, man. Bless your heart. Now, I remember that young man when he was out there doing the same thing I was doing, but now he's sitting in here ready to give it up to the Lord. He's ready to give his life up to the Lord.
Wow.
Yeah, I say, come as he is. I say, come as he is. You don't gotta come in the Gucci, even though past it. You don't gotta come in the Louis, even though past it. You ain't gotta come in the chains, even though past in the chains. But that don't mean nothing. You come as you please. You come as you please. Quiet, can we get another one too? Before we get up here.
Wow.
Like, bro, y'all niggas play the same ass tune in this. When the fuck y'all gonna get another tune, bro? Where's the Kurt Franklin? Where is the damn? They playing the same ass tune. Motherfucker, drummer, he ain't even a fucking Christian. He's a Mason. How the fuck y'all got a Mason drummer? Man, what's going on, man? Like, this is crazy. Like, I'm coming into a church.
Drummer, huh?
You paying, look.
With a
At
Mason drummer.
At the end of the day, you paying for a show.
Name Freddie.
Mercy. Oh, Lord.
And I ain't trying to be blasphemous rumors or nothing like that. I'm just saying this is how it goes. I've seen it. Folks being there jumping back forth and getting what they call the Holy Ghost, and it really ain't the Holy Ghost. I don't know what's going on, but I've seen it.
I think that's motherfuckers is that's motherfuckers that be they kind of like got like what's that shit they call they bipolar or something, like that's they tweak, like that's they tweak, like they be wow.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That's their little tweak. I said, whoa.
Well.
I know that my God.
That energy be getting it too. They be getting in there. They be getting in their zone. And I said, wow. It gets going.
Yeah.
Then they pass the plate. They pass the plates as he's going off. It's a gimmick.
That's what they do. We know.
It's a gimmick. These fools getting paid. You watching the show. The Most High steady looking at you like, now you know.
Yes, in some churches you walk up to the altar and put your donation in.
Yeah. I saw one on YouTube where a guy was preaching. Do we know what he was preaching? I'm getting paid today. I'm getting paid. Wow. He's just going off. People running up there, running up to the front, dropping money in his basket. Running up there.
By row, you go up there.
No, he's just, thank you for paying me. I'm getting paid. No. He's just going off. Preaching about getting paid today. I said, see, you all ain't. If this ain't I don't know what to say about that. I'm like, ain't y'all seeing this? He's preaching about getting paid, and these people are running right up in there putting money in his basket.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, this guy got paid thousands.
Yeah.
I know he was Colonel Clinton.
Start for 20,000, break it on down to
Oh my
10,
God, he was getting paid. People running up,
5.
giving checks, money orders, everything up in there, cash. Just you could just hear it dropping in the. Oh my God, I was just like, this fool here getting paid, man.
Mm-hmm.
These poor people. Why I need a W-2 form to join your church? What?
What?
Yeah, they be asking for your W-2. They want to see your W-2.
For your salary. And
Yeah, they
then
want
they
to see how
say
much you
how
make.
much you give in tithes.
Sister
Yes.
Cynthia,
Mm.
Sister
Huh.
Cynthia, you done made 100,000 this year. Where's your tithes at? You only,
Okay.
Sister Cynthia, you done made
I
100,000 this year.
I
Where your tithes?
believe in
They
the
want
Lord.
to have a meeting with you about it.
And I ain't gonna tell you somebody I know used to put $1, and I'll be like, that's how you gonna put it there? Yeah. That's all they need.
Hell yeah, my
Everybody
granny
else.
used to do me like that. My granny used to give me $1 to get a
That's it.
Yeah.
We folks, hardworking folk, got 3 kids, and you want us to, we gonna give you what we have. My mom, all of our moms gave a little something, a little dollar for we could drop in the tank. That's $3, $4. 3 kids and a mom dropping in dollars. Come on.
Yeah.
That's what you don't now there's a church, and you now they want to see your the W-2 form. What? What?
Mm-mm.
What that got to
No.
do with God? What that got to do with what we talking about here? You want to see my W-2 form for what?
Yeah.
That's
No
not even
way.
fucking business, man. None of your fucking business. I don't need. I'm gonna give you $1. That's all you get. If I give it to you, you don't ask me. I would walk out that place and call y'all fraud. As soon as y'all ask me for my W-2, you getting called a fraud. Hello, fraud patrol. Please come pick them up. Anybody, anything.
Huh?
Like, nigga, what the Kurt Franklin is this?
No, I
Yeah.
ain't trying to be disrespectful to any church folk. I ain't trying to be disrespectful. But
Right,
y'all know.
right.
What in the BB and the 6C wireless is going on around this motherfucker?
Okay?
Mm-mm.
Church is best done at home. Because then you can keep your money in your pocket, and you got a Bible on your side. It's those for those who,
What in the sunrise on the side of the road Baptist church is going on in here?
Stop it.
Uh,
Stop it. The
that
revival.
church was on the side of the road.
Yeah, they have them revival tents. They be out there to hustle that money. I'm serious, man. They ain't trying to heal nobody.
That nigga said, motherfucker, you don't know who I am? Nigga, I'm reading from the survival scroll, motherfucker. He said, nigga, and this a motherfucker that was taking in calls, and he believes he's a real preacher, but he cussed and he said, motherfucker, if you, I would have to take it the side of God. You got the side of Satan, motherfucker. You fucking nincompoop. Next caller. I'm like,
what?
Let me play this nigga for y'all. Now, this
Yeah,
is the
the
type of.
pastor in North Carolina.
Nah, his name
No,
Pastor
Memphis.
X.
Who?
His name Pastor X. He from LA.
Oh, wow.
He got a bald head with a ponytail.
No, he did not go phantasm. What in the
Light-skinned nigga.
phantasm is going on?
Wow.
And one person called in and said, "Nigga, it looked like you reading from the yellow pages." He said, "Motherfucker." He said, "Motherfucker, I'm reading straight out of the survival scroll, motherfucker." That nigga had me rolling. I said, "God damn, bro, this is the people out here that they got preaching to people like this. This is who y'all got." Like, man, come on, man, what's going on out here, man? Come on, man. Let me see where he at, man. This nigga named Reverend X, man. Let me see. Let me pop him up real quick. Let me pop him on up real quick. Let me pop him on up. Cause
Oh no, we about to get a treat tonight.
Yeah, like motherfucker probably really thought like a month like, hey, how is he even saying he's a son of God doing this weird ass shit? I'm confused. How can he say he's the son of God doing this shit, man? This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Hold on, man. Let me go in here real quick. Let me see what's going on.
We need to have a live about just about that, man, because there's a lot of holy rollers out here, man.
Yeah,
they need to be exposed.
Oh man.
We got a pastor here that just recently killed a transvestite, and he's getting ready to go to trial.
Ooh.
Like, whoa.
What was the pastor doing slipping like that? Well, can you tell us what you was doing out in that street? Well, what was you doing where you had to do something like that? Well,
Picked her up off the street.
I just don't get it. I don't get it. Don't y'all know y'all being tested when you walk into the doors like that? You call yourself this, that, and the third, you better keep your nose clean. Ooh wee. And this ain't no disrespect, like I said, to anybody who, goes to church or whatever. But y'all know it's some holy rollers out here, and they need to be pointed out. They need to be pointed out and exposed, because they taking y'all for what they taking y'all. They taking you. And you don't want that. All that hard-earned money that you guys put in that collection plate, keep it for your family, man. You can have better church at home. And I'm a strong believer of that. But just don't let yourself be taken, because these fools make money too.
I go for the fellowship and the songs.
Yeah, you can sing them songs at home. You can watch church on TV. My mom does.
I do that too.
I mean, it's safer because these people be out here clowning. Especially they be getting in
Well, the
the.
pandemic had, slowed that down.
Yeah, well,
Bought the
it's on
whole
the
jar
right.
at the end of the month.
Cash money.
So you can't beat that, man.
$1,000 in cash money. Hey, appreciate you guys for sending this our way, man. Whoever you are, I was trying to find it, but so many of y'all be skipping, man. So it's so hard to give credit to one person. So of course we'll probably just eventually just end up doing a whole pool, but continue to send it in. Right. Let's go.
Yeah, go.
Dance.
He even got pimp music on.
I have
so
way back.
I just didn't know this is what it was.
Spirit of Truth one-man show.
Stupid ass bitch.
Bitch,
you a fuck thinking. So, I'm God. Bitch, you not.
Who the hell
Bitch, you ain't God. Stupid bitch.
Bro, the hair.
So fuck your problem. Bitch, I'm God. How the fuck you tell me to watch my language? Ain't no fucking child. Bitch, get off the phone. Go tell your children watch they fucking
This
language.
is Kevin Samuels before Kevin
Right.
Samuels.
He was the pioneer, you ladies and gentlemen.
He was the pioneer,
Oh my
man.
God. He birthed
You
him.
got me now. You got me now. You got figured out. You fucking monkey-minded ass nigga. Come fucking. You believe in God? You believe in God like He told you just wipe your ass with? How you believe in God? Simple monkey-minded nigga.
Oh my God.
He jumped out the jump. God dance.
Is that day service or? What's going on?
Thinking, fuck your thoughts.
Okay, that's yeah. I don't want your channel to get struck. Mm. Mm. And this guy's did you show that picture of him again? He
I think Ryan has this
show
behind
enough.
the thing.
Show enough. He looking like a light skinned show enough. I ain't trying to, bug a bag, but dude look crazy. Was that was his picture, right? That was him.
I think so.
Lord have mercy on our souls. This is crazy. But yeah, these guys, man, you know what they say? Beware of false prophets, man.
Yeah.
They all around you, you know. And
Especially nowadays, it's just too many. They figure that's where the money is.
yeah, I see you can get a hefty grant for that every year for, speaking the word.
Wow.
They get grants, so don't think that they don't get paid. They get some kind of federal grant, I think, uh for being a preacher. So don't think, man, look, with all that money they be getting, they walking around. I look at it like this: if the preacher looks better than his congregation, then some ain't right. Some ain't right. I have
And
seen some working preachers, and I ain't against God or anything like that. But I'm sorry. Personally, I have a personal, you know, intervention with the Most High, and I'm sorry, I can't do these places. They're taking people's hard work and money and not giving back, and they're getting rich off of it. I would. It's one thing if the collection plate was something like where at the end of the year, you divide it amongst your members so that they will have a nice little something to sit on, right? But it ain't nothing like that, or be able to help someone in their congregation with a problem or
yeah.
emergencies or something like that. But I mean, if you go to nowadays, you go to the pastor and ask them for some help monetarily, they ain't gonna give it to you. They're just not. They'll look at you and
I
they'll turn.
would dare.
And it's sad because these people put their hard-earned money into the collection plate, and I've heard what happens behind their scenes, and I was like, oh my God. So, one of my exes was a deacon for a church, and he quit because he didn't like what he saw. And, you know, it enlightened me as well. I was like, whoa. And he wasn't lying. It was true facts. So it's like I said, I would say, the Most High does not mind you talking directly to them. You have the power to speak to the Most High yourself. Don't get swooned by these.
Your voice is getting low.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, better.
Hold on, let me turn up my. Okay, so that's why I say, that's why we're kind of speaking on it a little bit, because these things need to be exposed as well. You know, these people are not as you think sometimes. Not all. There are some good men out there.
Yes.
And for those, may the Most High bless you permanently. But the ones
Hmm.
that are tricksters and pimps and,
Yes.
you know, we can't, we can't follow that. Nobody should, you know. We should follow the Most High. And again, it's okay to talk directly to the Most High.
Oh
Most High,
yeah, I do that every night
you know,
and throughout the day. Mm-hmm.
Most High is willing and able to talk to you. So, just keep that in mind, for those who, go to congregations or whatever. Know that it's okay to, you know, talk to the Most High directly and keep it moving,
Oh yeah, you gotta do that.
keep it moving. Use
Gotta
those
do
funds
that.
to build your own families up and, just work on that. Most High will bless you even more because you're not, you know, out here condoning this kind of thing. But again, there are some very, very good, preachers out there that
Yes, they are.
that's on the real. But the percentages again, we see what happened with this case. This guy, he already had a mental problem. Him being a preacher, the having that kind of responsibility, I don't think this young man was ready for that.
Yeah.
Again, when you call somebody a senior deacon, this is somebody who's been there, done that, and is really laid themselves down from that to, serve correctly. No one's perfect. I will give you that. But to be able to serve correctly, you know, and support your community and, just to have knowledge of self and history of yourself enough to be truthful when you preach, when you teach, because you're really teaching. So, I mean, these are you got to open your eyes to this because it's so sad that I hate seeing people getting jacked. You know, they come to fellowship and all that, and then they turn around and got these guys doing collection plates constantly throughout the service. I never understood that, but now I do. And telling you some, putting on a show for you. It's
And
really
it's sad because we've had a lot of pastors that have gotten busted here, and then they try to flee to other states to start all over again.
yeah,
Case in
yeah.
point was Keith Butler.
Mm, that name sounds familiar.
I think he went to Atlanta when he got busted up here.
Mm,
Bought a great big building and was preaching out of here and then went there. But he was doing a lot of unorthodox things with the congregation too.
yeah. yeah. Mac, you back? Mm, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties right now.
And then the tax evasion and all this. Mm-mm.
Whoa.
Oh yeah,
If he was doing stuff right, he wouldn't even have to do all those taxes and things. I mean,
exactly.
the thing about you have a church secretary, all that to take care of, or whoever, a church
But
accountant.
but see, like the churches that really charge taxes is the pastor. His salary and all. And But they do have to pay some.
Oh, they do have to go there?
They have to pay something to Uncle Sam.
Hey, well, shoot. Look at these mega churches. These guys are making billions.
Yeah, and then some of them closed.
Well, they got caught.
Like Pastor Winans church up there on Woodward. It was a beautiful building at one time and a big mega church, but the city told him he has, you know, I think until December to correct it, the problem of it not being open. Or he's gonna have to pay some fines and forfeit the property. And that's
Yeah,
prime real estate.
and see, that's where the business behind it needs to be correct as well. You know, if you're doing things right, things will go right. If you're not, you know, it'll come down to that.
Oh yeah.
The Most High don't play.
Mm-mm.
The Most High don't play. Okay. There he is.
I've been up here.
Oh, okay.
That shit just knocked me back down. We about to go. We about to go in the clubhouse.
Well, it was fun being on the panel with you tonight. Like I said, I couldn't sleep, and I'll go over to the clubhouse.
Okay, so I think we're having technical difficulties again. Is he back?
Mm-hmm.
Is he back? All right. So, like you said, we, discussed a few things. We talked about some real things, talked about some sad things, and we talked about some things that was surreal. So,
Yeah.
right now we're gonna go ahead and go to the clubhouse, as he said. Mac, you back? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and go to the clubhouse, like he said. And thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for coming up. And have a wonderful night. And here we go.
Yeah, all right. Hey, everybody.